Fox Sports The Gambler, Buster, Q102, Buster in the house, Luke, Arcaini, Phillies reporter, all things for us here on The Gambler as well. My headphones are really hot. I'm popping in my headphones. I don't know if I can turn that down. Anyways, we are live day 3 here from the Philly show, broadcasting on all things socials at Fox PHL Gambler. Let us know how things have been going for you. Is it day 1 for you? Have you been here all weekend? What'd you score? Dude, I walked through there, and it literally gave me a Wall Street vibe. But then I looked behind me. It was like a bunch of 9 and 10-year-old dudes just, trying to get the card dude down a couple bucks. Like, it was crazy bargaining happening over there.
There's some negotiations happening.
Heavy negotiations.
I would say when I was a kid, this is actually probably what taught me the art of negotiation.
This?
Yeah, this type of vibe.
Well, anyways, I walked by. One kid had a legit briefcase, and I swear there was like a $40,000 card in that thing. I'm just saying, it's crazy.
Was he handcuffed? Was his wrist
He was, and he had a gold belt around his. I'm like, that's the champ right there. No one's topping that guy.
It's a championship. A belt holds up your pants, Grace.
All right, so PhillyShow.com for the people that are watching us, of course, streaming on all things socials, listening to us on The Gambler. We got a bunch of packs that we're going to rip open. Special vendors are going to be joining us all throughout the course of the afternoon, maybe some special guests. How about on Friday, Jalen Hurts in the building, Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl MVP. This place was electric. Luke, your thoughts?
Yeah, it was mobbed the last 2 days. There's once again an awesome crowd. I will say the Saturday crowd yesterday was
who got the biggest pop? Who got the biggest pop yesterday?
I know DeJean got a good one,
and he's going to be back here today. A matter of fact,
yes, he is in the back doing some pictures right now. AJ Brown got a big pop yesterday.
I don't know if there's someone who's got a higher stock right now as far as a price is concerned than Cooper DeJean. You would say Jalen. I think Cooper's on that level. I really do believe.
Dude, you should have saw the security that came in with Cooper DeJean yesterday. It looked like the president was.
And you know who else needed security on night 1? Dom and Nick Sirianni, package deal over there in the corner.
Package photo op.
You want to talk about a Christmas card? Yep. Grandma's going to love that one.
Especially if she's Italian.
I do want to bring up, you have a video circulating, Buster, as you often do, where you talked about whether or not it's sauce
versus gravy.
Is
it sauce or is it gravy?
Man, that's
sauce, right?
Sauce.
Thank you.
I've
gravy goes on your mashed potatoes.
I respect an Italian's point of view if they do break out gravy on me. I think
you just don't want no trust.
Whatever. Yeah, we don't need any angry Italians.
There's one show on HBO I learned. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, broadcasting live from the Philly show, having some fun. Buster from Q102. Shout out Nico Oso, also from Q102, holding it down, DJing. Dude, if you get Nico Oso and Buster out here, I don't think you could do much better than that.
We try and throw a party, man, but this, we didn't even need to throw it. We're just at it.
Boys, right? I think I might have just got a banger of a card.
All right, so we're opening packs live here. Powers is running around.
I think this might be a banger.
What is that thing?
It's a Tampa Bay Yankees Aaron Judge minor league rookie gold card.
Wait, I want to bring
that's gotta be
that
worth
out of the mystery pack?
That's gotta be
all
worth
right. So here's a look, I'm a rookies rookie here. And I roll in, and you see that card. That card looks like you should be able to retire off of.
Yeah.
Like, that card looks
you
like
buy a Cybertruck with
But then
card.
you got a Patrick Mahomes Texas Tech card here where, like, you're telling me that's not worth something?
Nope.
It's just laying around. So these,
hey, not all of us can be as lucky. I have a signed Davis Schneider Blue Jays card.
Dude,
there you go.
Eat your heart out.
You bought a full box there.
I did.
How many packs do you get?
I don't even know.
Do you at least get bubble gum in that?
Nope. No
there's
gum.
24 packs and there's 9 cards per pack.
Do they not do bubble gum anymore? Does anybody produce bubble gum?
Nah, nobody wants the gum.
Really?
Yeah.
If I buy a pack of cards, I want a piece of gum.
The least you could get.
Where's Michael Rubin at? Tell him I want the gum back in the pack of cards.
I bet it's a hazard. I bet it's a liability nowadays. Like, if you make cards now, you don't want to have to put gum in there because now you've got to buy a whole separate insurance because you're feeding people. People are eating that.
Now my mind's going all different ways. I'm starting to think about adult cards with, that sort of deal, that type of gummies.
Wow.
So anyways.
Yeah, I used to find those when I was a kid.
There you go. So I'll start thinking on that front. All right, broadcasting live, having some fun here. Day 3 Philly show, ripping some packs. Did you guys? All right. So some of the cool things I saw people bringing. First of all, this lady right in front of us, you got to love the passion, the fandom. She's got a
Bedlam at the bank.
Chase Utley jersey right there. Obviously going to
Nice.
meet the man himself in just a second.
Getting that
cool.
signed?
Of course. Of course. Yeah. Look, it's got the patch. Wait. Is that a real?
2009 opening
Stop
day
it.
Chase Utley jersey. Funny
See?
story on the note of
Cool.
game worn jerseys. So CJ Gardner-Johnson was signing yesterday, and there was a guy that had, I believe it was his jersey from the Rams game.
Okay.
And I think CJ had like a big play in that game or something like that. The regular season game versus the Rams. And the guy had the jersey, and CJ was like, dude, I've been looking for that jersey for like, he wanted that specific jersey from the
Did he
Rams
say Damian
game.
Price?
He should have. I don't think he did, but he should.
Dude, I'm Castellanos. No pop for that guy?
Castellanos?
Yeah.
No, that's another one I don't want to discuss out loud because I don't want anything bad to happen to a family member.
Watch your loved ones.
Be careful.
Dude,
All right.
I can't even find this card on the thing.
So with that, staying with exactly what we just saw, I saw some really cool things. People getting just signed. You just see a lot of passion, man. You just know who's real. This place is filled with real fans, people that want to meet them, see them, get autographs. I mean, like that there are some people out here that obviously see fortune. Hey, I'm going to flip this, and
Sure.
not even fortune, but at least the dollar to make some money. And I understand that it's a business, but at the end of the day, the majority of people that are walking through these aisles are fans, and you feel that energy.
Yeah, it's when you see a kid carrying a giant signed Jason Kelsey plaque, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
man, that's going right on his wall. He's gonna see that every day when he wakes up.
Yep.
It's cool.
And then you also have the people that just bring the wacky items. Did you see the gnomes? The
The Jalen Hurts.
Jalen
gnomes.
Hurts gnome.
Yep.
And then I think there was another player that had a gnome too.
Was it you that was telling me somebody got their baby signed?
They had a helmet. So when you have a baby and the head, the structure of the skull needs to go a certain type of way, they need to help it. They strap on that helmet, right?
Are you
That
allowed
little-
to say strap on?
Yeah, well, you got to.
What?
I mean, it's a baby. He's going to get it loose. So they painted full throttle like Eagles helmet, the wings right here, and they had somebody sign it. I think Jalen Hurts signed it.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Watch out! I got a Freddie Freeman.
Yo, this was a banger of a mystery pack.
Yeah, what all do you got?
Banger. I got a Nolan Ryan card in here. I got a bunch of signed rookie cards. Eunice Cespedes. Dude, this was a.
Hey, will you look through these to make sure?
That was yeah. I got you.
Earlier I was talking to Keely Ringo backstage.
I heard.
And your boy Luke, because look, I know my deal, but not like y'all. I'm over on the pop station, so when I got a moment with somebody who, he's backup corner for the Birds, I'm like, all right, Luke, school me. What do I need to know back there? Luke's the man.
He knew for the interview. I'll tell you that.
Well, Sparky Anderson, look out. You think that hair has been?
Yo,
That's
is
just-
it all right if I say in my Facebook description, ripping packs with Chase Utley? Technically, he is right there. I'm in the
He's there.
same room.
It's not clickbait.
Can I say, like, is that all right?
We can clickbait it
Is
even
that
more
okay?
if you
I mean,
want to.
technically, can I get away with it one time? Can I just say on Facebook a ripping packs with Chase Utley and
I'll do
everybody will be in agreement? All
I'll
right.
do it.
I'm doing it. You can hate on me, whatever. Just make sure you follow me at Sean_Brace. And
All
of
right,
course,
what else?
the gambler.
What else we
Ripping
got?
packs with Chase Utley.
Do you think the Sparky Anderson hair is fake in this? Look at the hair. The hair looks AI.
No, man, he ain't faking that. That's the great Sparky Anderson right there.
Sparky Anderson, coach of the Tigers.
What is this, football? Thought it was baseball still. On the note, Sean, of football, Myles Garrett got paid a lot of
I
money
need you to break this one
about
down
a half
for us.
hour ago.
All right.
So
Got a Brandon Marsh.
Myles Garrett, for anybody that doesn't know, got a ton of money from the Cleveland Browns.
All right, just happened.
I
Breaking
have
news.
to pull up the number.
At noon.
It is $40 million a year. So it comes out to about 4 years, $160 million. with 125 guaranteed. He's now under contract for 6 years, $205 million, and he is the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. He finally probably started to realize that it's going to get to a point where the number on the check is willing to sacrifice a championship for. And it's not the best mindset, but it's pretty hard for him to say no to $125 million guaranteed.
Yeah. No, he got what he wanted.
Oh, this one's cool.
Ultimately,
That
he
McNabb card.
That's
cool.
He got what he wanted.
Is that my pack?
That is. And that,
Hell yeah.
And yeah, we're not going to get buried into too many details here. Obviously, we're broadcasting live, having some fun, keeping it loose, ripping packs. But this was an interesting spot because the owner said he didn't want to meet with him, according to reports. But they end up, of course, getting together and agreeing on just a monster of a deal, which he deserves due to simply the stats and how he's performed and produced. But ultimately, this is a guy you can't lose if you want to win. And I know that they haven't put it together, but it comes down to the quarterback. You don't have a quarterback in the NFL, good luck. You just know that's the truth. So they have to figure that out. I don't know if that's going to happen in the draft. I don't know if they have something else worked, but it seems like if you're going to give that money to Myles Garrett, and of course you already have Watson with his number as well, I don't assume that they're going to be ponying up crazy money to a rookie quarterback or a veteran that is worth a dang. It's probably going to be somebody off the scrap heap to back up Deshaun Watson. Watson's going to be the starting quarterback again.
Yeah, I know they did change a lot of his. I think they converted a lot of his money heading in the next year, so that cap hit for Watson is
such a team player. I mean, that's a true locker room guy. That is a guy that can galvanize a city.
First one in, last one out.
The word of the day is galvanize.
First one in, last
All
one
right,
out.
I need to rip something. How about this? I'm ripping.
Otani.
That's a good score.
Put it away no matter what.
I'm ripping packs with Chase Utley. Here, this is what we're doing. I wanted a Jalen Hurts. Somebody asked me the other day,
Lawrence Butler, new contract.
if you could do something with any athlete, whatever it would be as far as merchandise, interview, whatever. I just said simply start and end with Jalen Hurts.
I was just I'll probably just go to dinner with Jalen. Just chill.
Jalen.
Would you let him pay or would you pay?
No, he's got to pay. Yeah, he's got to pay. Yeah. He drives a Maybach.
He makes
it would probably be insulting.
I saw it outside.
He makes a lot more money than me.
It would be insulting. Do you think Jalen Hurts would be insulted if you were like, "No, I got it"?
I'll try and offer because I'm nuts.
At least do the lean.
Yeah.
And then go, come on, I got it. I'm Jalen Hurts.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it, Jalen.
All right. Boom.
We have a lot. You have so many baseball cards.
So many baseball cards. I don't know. These haven't been checked.
All of them?
Yeah.
All right. Like, I just don't. One thing I don't know is, like, I guess you just put any notable player aside. But, like.
That's kind of what I've been doing.
But, like, I don't know what these are worth.
Right.
That one looks kind of cool.
They all look great.
Corbin Carroll, that one's signed.
That was my point. Cool. That was my point earlier.
Kershaw, okay. Glaber.
That was my point earlier, Luke, because I'm like, these cards look amazing, and yet they're just laying around.
It's just hard to tell, like, what's actually AL champions.
All right, here we go. Man. I'm ripping the pack. Let's go. We got the Prism. This is one. This is the Blaster. I want the 5 exclusive. 5 Blaster.
I don't even know.
All right.
Oh, this one's kind of cool. 1981 most valuable players. Mike Schmidt and Rolly Fingers.
Oh, that is cool.
That is cool. Bobby Witt.
This is like a 12-year-old's dream, man. I got Celsius right here. It's ripping packs, streaming live. Does it get any better than this?
It is a cool little Sunday, man. I heard. By the way,
nope, I got an eagle right from the jump.
Go Birds.
Guess who I got?
I actually want to guess.
Yeah.
Take a guess.
Can you give me offense or defense?
Defense.
21 questions.
We just talked about him.
Cool.
Whoa. First card I saw.
That's
a
cool
Philadelphia
one.
Eagle. Cooper DeJean. Boom. That's a pop.
The
See,
Panini Prism.
Coop gets a pop,
Just
man.
go there and ask him how
Coop
much
gets a
it's
pop.
I'll give you Coop. You're gonna have this for $500.
Coop gets a pop.
Got a Lorenzen. Go Phils.
Go Phils. Wonder if that's no hitter day.
Whoa.
No, it's not the right jerseys. Not the right jerseys.
Will
All right.
Anderson.
Nothing really out of there.
Put them there.
Andre Bad
Bad
Moon
ones?
Yeah,
Rising.
these are not checked.
Earl
These are
Campbell.
checked.
Wow, that's a dope pack right there.
Damn. I checked in here. Okay.
I think I need a plastic sleeve. Bang bang.
I know.
What, for your Cooper joint?
Yeah.
At this time, that way we get them all.
Dude, I need to know what this Aaron Judge card is worth. I can't
Should we
find
go
it anywhere
over and,
online.
Talk to
Can we
somebody
take
who
the
knows their deal.
Can we take the stream? I'll be right back. I'm gonna report back in 5 minutes.
All right.
I'm gonna
all
go
right.
see what this card's worth.
Yeah, go to that closest one that's over there.
Take my Cooper too and get
Where
that.
do I like? How do I know they're not lying?
They're
Yeah.
not lying. Tell them they're on. Ask if they want to join us on air.
Yeah.
Yo,
They're not doing anything.
here. Luke.
Whoa.
The luck.
Hold on, we gotta have more sleeves. Take.
Jeez.
There's
These cards are awesome right here. Here,
some plastic sleeves up there somewhere.
you got one?
Yeah.
I got one here.
Here, I got it. We'll take the gunner out.
Thank you. Tell me what I'm. Tell me
Bang,
if I can
bang.
sell that.
Come on.
All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and pop this up.
We get the team to sign it in the
Bust a bust.
That's the move.
Where's
All
Powers
I'll
at?
report back.
I don't know where Powers is. He's slithering
I just want to
around
make
somewhere.
sure. And then Luke, check the stream. Make sure we sound good. Thank you. All right, let's keep going here. Once again, broadcasting live from the Philly Show, day 3. We've been here all 3 days.
In Oaks, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, man.
Big Apple.
PhillyShow.com. They've been doing a great job for many, many years. I believe even coming up here next in the fall
Juan Soto.
nice, is their 50th anniversary. We're just going to continue to hear random names being thrown out throughout the course of this whole stream. This is great. This is great. This is great. Jeff Blauser. So, once again, PhillyShow.com. As I said, normally this show is a little bit more scaled towards, like, of course, spring training, Phillies,
Sure.
baseball, that sort of deal.
You got
But
a lot going
With
on.
the Eagles, of course, what took place in February. Don't need to explain that, but it's crazy to me that, like, Chase Utley is behind us right here, right now. And, you know, it's modest. Look, we got our tons of fans here. Don't get me wrong, but, like, that's legendary right there. That's
He is a legend. but
statuesque
it's-
Chase Utley.
But
Hall,
to your point,
Hall of Fame Chase Utley. That's who's behind us right now.
ring wear. But to your point,
Yeah.
so many people here are so psyched about the Birds.
Yeah,
There's a lot
it's
of
understood.
green in the building.
It's understood.
By the way, just got a
Jalen Hurts.
look how thick this card is. This is a pause.
It's a doorstop.
This is a clubhouse collection.
Ooh.
Colorado Rockies Chris Bryant, but it has game used memorabilia.
That's an interesting card because he missed a lot of games. So I would be really curious to know when he actually put a uniform and that's from, but
I'm looking
I'll
that
take
up.
their word for it. No, kid. That kid.
I'm
He
looking
signed
it
a
up.
monster deal a few seasons ago, man, and
Well-
obviously it did not pan out.
Well, since he's only played in a few games, I guess game used
There you go.
memorabilia would be pretty.
Rare.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm no doctor.
Again, on Friday, Jalen Hurts was here. It was crazy. And he was here for 2 hours. Big smile on his face, dude.
I dapped him up.
Yep, super
Gave me a
nice,
go Birds.
super cool behind the scenes, but was here. And I don't know how this stuff works. We just get paid to yap. And I was just curious, like, dude, what are you ponying up to get a guy like Jalen Hurts in the building?
What do you think the bag was?
Well, you look at the prices of what it was to get signed. They were right there on the website.
450, I think.
It was like a little less. Like I think you could have got it for 400. So,
Uh-huh.
and he was here for 2 hours. I don't know, but it was obviously well attended and everything played out as such. So it was a win for everybody, and that's a beautiful thing when it comes to business, right? When everybody goes home happy, good for him.
Yeah, he makes a bag. You know, adds to that generational wealth.
People got the autograph. Football's one of my favorite questions
Oh,
for
I got a Nico Oso card.
you know, this is a great question for people too. Powers, we sound good. Everything sounds good. Another question that I thought was brilliant from one of your videos on day one was, all right, so you walked up to a guy, you got the autographed football. He's like, 1 of 75, bro. Jalen Hurts signed. And you go, where are you putting that thing? And he goes,
In the bedroom.
probably my bedroom.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this girl was like, great.
Yeah. So, like, I look over and I'm just like, all right, where are you putting that helmet? Where's that big picture where Jalen Hurts has got this smile? You know, your wife is going to ask you to put it over the fireplace. Nice. Autograph, too.
I don't think those are real.
Oh, every one of them is?
Yeah, they're all autographed.
Anyways, I'm just cracking up, like, because Jalen is a good-looking fellow as well. So
He
you,
is.
you get an autographed picture of Jalen Hurts with that big smile, and your wife is like, "I would think this is gonna look good over the fireplace right here. What do you think?"
Yeah. Let's move this picture of our wedding out of the way.
Exactly. Stupid. All right, let me rip another pack here. Broadcasting live Philly show. Give us a follow, please. Everybody out there, if you're on Instagram, if you are on X, if you're on Facebook, we're real easy to find at Fox PHL Gambler, at Fox PHL Gambler. We greatly appreciate it. This is our 4th time broadcasting at the Philly show. I think 3 or 4.
Four
Yeah,
time,
we'll go with 4.
time.
Makes it sound better. Definitely 3.
Bryce Harper.
but I believe 4. Dope.
Yeah. I'm getting the whole starting lineup.
Anytime Bryce Harper gets brought up, I have to
Do a shot.
I have to give this man a shout out. Jingle Ball in December of last year, all of a
That
sudden
was-
Bryce Harper shows up. Q102's Jingle Ball. I'm the voice. I'm the guy behind. I'm like Oz. So I
Right.
announced the acts. Shabuzi.
Yeah.
You know. Next thing you know, Harper is next to me. Harper's walkout song was Shabuzi. So
That's why he was there.
he wanted to meet Shabuzi. He gave him a jersey, all that. Shabuzi was awesome.
Well, so we had gotten word that that Big Dom wanted to come to Jingle Ball this year. So once we facilitated him and
And
made
Harper
sure-
hangs with Big Dom. Is that what it is?
that's how it went down. I was in the hallway. I went over to Dom to, like, hey, you all taken care of? Did we get you and your family all straight? And, he was a great guy. But then standing next to him was Bryce Harper. I was like, whoa, hey, what are you doing here? And he explained that, hey, look, Shabuzi's my walk-up song
Yeah.
all year. I'm here to say hi. He gave him a jersey, a signed jersey. And then that's when we were like, hey, you want to come out on stage? Want to come out and say hi? And you killed the intro.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was phenomenal.
I got to introduce Bryce Harper. I was like Dan Baker. It was ridiculous. So
All right.
I kept it simple, and I appreciate the words. Broadcasting live Philly show. Luke Arcaini, who does an unbelievable job covering the Phillies for us. He is, trust me, he's probably already been on your timelines, but up and coming. Be sure to give him a follow.
What's the word?
Arcaini Luke.
I got a value on this Aaron Judge card.
Aaron Judge, talk to me.
All right.
Let me ask you which one means more.
He kind of giggled when I showed him, but it looks cool.
I saw Cooper DeJean for like $200 over there.
This Aaron Judge card is worth $9.99.
Wow.
Come on.
Hey, what are you wearing there? Is that a Coop jersey? You want this card? Come here. Have this card.
There you go. Go get it signed. Ooh, I got a Yogi Berra.
Cheers. If it was worth anything, I was going to keep it.
Have him sign it when you go
I'm
up
gonna
there.
be
Maybe
honest.
maybe it'll go up $1.
I kid.
No, he doesn't.
Yo, what's
Tickets 1 through 10.
All right, here we go.
That one's kinda
Pack
cool.
number 3. Talk to me. I'm looking for a Jalen Hurts. Aren't we all?
I
Yo,
need to go buy some more.
I got
packs.
one more thing.
I need to go buy some more packs.
Like,
Check this out.
I realize when you wear the crown,
Sorry.
like, people are constantly going to take shots, and that's fine.
Sure.
But to still be saying the same things you were saying about Jalen Hurts before the Super Bowl on a nationally televised show,
That's
just
wild.
like, you're wrong. Give it up. You're
I was wrong. I was wrong. I'll admit it. I was wrong going into the season.
I never bailed.
Game
I'm not going to
used.
build on that. But
Game used.
I was wrong.
Jalen, if you're listening, I was
That one is pretty cool.
always behind you. Dude, that's a dud. If a pack of cards could make a sound, this is the Price is Right loser right here.
Yeah, hand me a pack over there or something. Give me one of these. What do we got in here? I need something.
I don't
good.
understand this one. It is a Apache helicopter.
In a baseball card.
That's got to be worth $1 billion.
Just think about
The
it.
YAH-64 Apache helicopter makes its first flight.
In a pack of baseball cards.
Well, they used to have like war cards.
After an inaugural flight on September 30th, 1975, the U.S. Army selected the Hughes helicopter produced YAH-64 over competing models. There you go.
Great. What a fun fact.
Banger of a card.
Go! Let's go, baby! You're hot
There's-
right now, Coop. You're
there's-
hot.
There's literally no one clapping in brace.
That's Cooper DeJean, and you're not gonna clap? Come on, man.
I agree.
Like, let's go here. It's day 3. I wasn't doing this on day 1 or 2. All right.
That one's kind of
I'm
cool.
kind of getting off the leash a little bit today.
Ricky Williams.
Yo, what do you know about this one? That one's kind of cool.
Finesse. I got a Tyreek Hill and Eagles great Miles Sanders.
There he is. There he is.
I can't believe my Coop wasn't worth anything. What if I had that Cooper DeJean card and I walked back there and Cooper signed it? Then
I
what's it
hear
worth?
that's not like I hear that isn't a thing.
He's right there.
I know that, but what I'm saying is, it's like,
What I have to buy? You don't think if I walked up, I'm like, yo, Coop, I got your card just in a pack? Can I? No, people would probably tackle me.
yeah.
All right, here we go.
I almost got tackled last night. So
Anthony, did you?
long story.
Yeah,
Oh
she was-
Lord,
Yeah,
bro, you gotta.
it was the cheerleaders.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
That is
Dude,
a lie.
I am striking out.
Maybe.
Is that it? That was it.
I gotta figure out if any of these are worth anything. I need somebody.
That was a dud of a box. A dud of a box. Want.
These cards stink. We need to go buy more.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick time out. We'll come back in about 15 minutes, top of the hour,
Oh.
reset.
Save the
We also have some
wrestling
special
pack.
guests. We got some vendors that are gonna be joining us. Of course, you never know who's from the back gonna come out here. We got some handlers back there working hard, so we're hoping that we can make that happen here on day number 3 from the Philly show. Once again, for everybody watching via the stream, make sure you check out everything, all the information at phillyshow.com. Kenny, they continue to come all year round, every single year. Huge East Coast show, huge national show. People come from all over. Check them out. Once again, phillyshow.com. We'll be right back right here on The Gambler.
Go Birds.
Also taking photo ops for more.
right, So what I want to do when we come back at 1 o'clock, I want to get organized and bang a stream. So like anything we can do right now, please, like Luke, if you can cook up a graphic or something, just how can we get as much eyeballs as possible? Should I go do a video with Nico? Should we all do a separate video with and then put the stream link into it?
Yeah, I'll post something with the stream link on my story.
Right?
Yeah. I want to find out if any of these. I wish we could have an expert.
Yes, I want to get an
If you
expert as
have
well.
a purple VIP for more.
Yeah, he kind of giggled when I showed him the DeJean card.
Purple VIP badge for Moro.
I can go back and talk.
Please
I'm
come into
saving
the
my
autograph area
WWE
at
pack
this
for
time.
next stream.
No. So then we were just tossing cards out.
Sir, can you root through these 500 cards in the next 5
Yeah.
minutes?
I want to ask him about the stick, John.
Hey, if you have a gold or black VIP for Moro Ajomo, you can come into the autograph area. So
should
purple,
probably-
gold, or black VIP for Moro Ajomo, you can come into the autograph area.
Put them all on this. Shares. Not like Nike, seriously.
I know.
I could look these all up though, right? And yeah, you could use like sports cards website or something. That's what I'll do. Take a while, yeah. But I'll start with the ones that I think might be worth something, and then dig through the trash. Trash. Right back. Go get it.
Cooper DeJean, tickets 1 through 20.
I'm gonna go get it. Sean. Yeah. I didn't. Right. Yeah. Take off my press bag and go get one.
Cooper DeJean, tickets 1 through 25. Okay, Chase Utley, tickets 1 through 25. Chase Utley, tickets 1 through 25.
Yeah. Yeah. Brace is gonna come back. They have like 4 of them laying on the floor. Like a shotgun. Always should. I should have got 2 more just to do that. We got time. It's a good point. Go right in front of Chase Utley. Chase! Chase. $500. Who out of me and Boston? Whoever wins, you have to give $500. Yeah. And then we split the 500. It's a great idea. Really good idea.
Once again, if you have a VIP pass for Moro Ojomo, you can come into the
I
autograph
can
area
do
at this
short
time.
bursts. I
We'll be
can't
coming over
carry
here
it
in
on.
just a moment for this photo op. Last call for photo ops for Moro Ojomo.
I can get the growl going, the Vince McMahon growl. Yeah. But once I get, like, there's only so much it carries.
Cooper
So I can do, like,
DeJean,
short
tickets 1
bursts.
through 30. Tickets 1 through 30 for Cooper DeJean.
Save these for the stream, but I'm going to start looking up some of these joints. See if we got something I can make some money off of. What's the website? Or like, do you know? Or do I just look up like Sports Cards Pro? Oh, you could search with a photo of the card? Yeah, that sounds like more trouble than it's worth, though. But that might be the move for that one that you couldn't find. Oh, you found out how much it was. $9. Honestly,
I'd trade that card.
That's what they should do. They should not have cash over there, just like a fridge. Like, I'll give you 3 high noons right now. $10 or 3 high noons. Fucking give me the 3 high noons.
I would get into baseball cards.
It's actually a good idea. That's a great business model.
I might do. I might really have to.
All right, let's see. Oh, can I look it up
Chase
by the number?
Utley, tickets 1 through 30.
Seems like a
Chase
number.
Utley, 1 through 30. And Cooper DeJean, tickets 1 through 35.
Talking about high needs and stuff.
Yup. That'll do it. How do I like narrow this down?
All right, boys. How we doing?
Good.
55.
I'm trying to figure out how rich I am.
All right, so we might have some people coming by, some vendors. We're streaming live, right? Or did we kill the stream?
I think
We're still up. All right. Anyways, yeah, the mics are definitely hot.
We were talking about.
What'd you say about me? You can tell me now. I'm gonna replay it.
nothing I would say to you.
I know. I
Card
love it.
vendors need to have fridges instead of cash. So like, I walk up with the Aaron Judge card that's worth $10 and say, "I'll give you the card, and you give me a high."
Yeah, or they haggle with you like, hey, this card is worth $20. I'll give you $5 or a high noon right now. Give me the high noon.
We're on something here. We are.
I don't
That's
know.
a show.
I don't know if legally you're allowed.
This place would get really saucy. People are allowed to
Fights.
I don't know. Yeah, I think you could have some fun with that.
I mean,
At least do it in the backyard. Just as people were walking by with their dogs, they were like, "Hey, man, you want to gamble?"
You know how to do that.
All right. Once again, we're going to create that link and we'll get this party started here in 5 minutes.
Cooper DeJean, tickets 1 through 40.
Ooh, that a boy, Luke.
this is like hard. Getting rich is hard work. What should I name my boat?
That's always a great.
Whatever the name is. Yeah. The Chris Brown.
Yeah, I'm gonna name it the Chris Bryant.
Bro, send that to me again one more time.
Do you want it to your computer?
2024.
Yes.
2024 tops, right? Tops Heritage. Yeah. Okay, so let's
Should be coming
go
in.
sort
Should
by.
be trying to. There it is. Top one.
All right, so Kayla's going to join us at 1:30.
Cool.
That one dude, Sam's going to hop up here. Do we have a fourth mic?
No, but I can step away if
All
y'all
right,
need
well, look. That dude, Sam's going to come up here.
I'm only here for color anyway.
He said he's going to bring it. He's got a couple cool cards. Anybody has a story, if you see anything cool out there, let's get him over there, man. I wish we had like a mic.
Like one. Doesn't Powers have extra stuff?
Ours has a second camera and another mic.
Yeah.
All right. Let's put him to work. Yeah, right. I didn't mean to say that out loud. He is working. That boy is working a lot.
Now you're throwing extra
Oh,
sauce.
we're getting into the good guys.
Oh yeah. You want to talk about knowing my deal?
Where is he?
Yeah. Let me get a Liv Morgan poster. Lights
That
out.
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
West
That's,
one. That ain't bad.
I had a Westbrook when I was a kid. I remember.
I bought one card when I was here last time for $50.
Come on.
Okay, the highest Chris Bryant card is worth $500. This is not it, but at least
What did you look up?
I just searched Chris Bryant, so I'm trying to find 2024
Chris Bryant and look like
Clubhouse collection.
you can add as
Search
many
Chase
words.
Utley, tickets 1 through 35.
Chase Utley.
Da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na,
Found it. Oh, found it.
da-na-na, da-na-na,
World champions.
All right. All right.
What is it? The Clubhouse collection?
Yes. I found it. Yep.
Is this it?
Race.
Yeah, man. Sammy, hop in here, baby.
Just the one?
Yeah.
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 Depends on the grade.
Well, how do I know what grade?
Gotta go get it graded.
Oh, right.
Gotta go get it graded.
I go get it graded right now.
Ungraded, it's worth $9. Say it was a really nice one.
Ooh. I got this. Dick John.
Hit the
I gotta
screen.
go get it graded, I guess. All right. All right. All right. Give me a sleeve. Need a sleeve. Dear
Get a
God.
sleeve.
Get the man a sleeve.
Yeah. You want to pop in here, bro?
Yeah, yeah. Put Sam in the middle, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Luke. Ups.
Don't mind me lurching around.
Oh no, man. We here.
I need a sleeve though. Do need something.
Yeah, here you go.
got Hold on.
Take this one.
Place the value here. This thing worth anything?
Every card is worth something to someone.
Yep.
And
That's
the
a good
great,
point.
And that's the great thing about the hobby. It's an unregulated space.
I'm gonna go get this graded.
Yep.
Yeah, there may be data on it that said the price point is this, but
Hey,
you
Cooper
create the
Machine,
price
tickets
point
1
that you
through
want. And
45.
if somebody's willing to buy it, they'll buy it if they really want the card.
Sam, where you at on IG, man?
I'm the sports card collector. not
Chase
spelled the
Utley,
conventional
tickets
way.
1 through 40.
THSPR, SPRTZ, SPRTZ, SPR.
Oh, SPR. Sorry, man.
Yeah,
SPR.
SPRTZ right there.
Boom. I was gonna say you should
Right.
pop up. Yeah. My dog. There you go. Beautiful.
Yeah. It's
Awesome.
not spelled the conventional way.
That's
but
all right. That's
yeah.
all right. I like it. It don't matter when you get a following like that. You can spell it how you want. All right. All right, Luke, we live? All right, let's rock and roll. Once again, broadcasting live from the Philly show. My name is Sean Brace. This is Fox Sports Radio, The Gambler. I host 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. Please check us out on all things socials, iHeartRadio app. There's a new way that you can go ahead and set the precepts. Brand new iHeartRadio app. And it's really cool because there are other sports talk radio stations in town that are also on that iHeartRadio app. So I just ask you, while you might listen to another one, please go ahead and plug The Gambler next to those other stations you might tune into, all on the iHeartRadio app. All right, Luke Arcaini does a great job covering the Phillies for us on The Gambler. Sam's joining us. Now, Sam, I've seen you at a bunch of these card shows before. Heck of an Instagram following, man. This is what you do. You are a professional.
Well, I'm a principal by day. I'm a principal by day, collector at night, and I truly enjoy the hobby. And I did it as a kid. You know, in the 90s, you know, during the era of like the junk wax. And then, you know, when the bubble burst, everybody threw their cards away, and so did I. But, you know, I always told myself in that moment that one day when the time was right, I would come back and rejoin a hobby in the middle of COVID.
Oh, really?
You know,
Okay.
came back to the hobby, and now it's all joy and all fun, man.
Yeah,
Having
all
a lot
joy
of
and fun?
with it.
No
No.
L's in that? No
No.
L's?
So being an educator by day, you know, when I got back into the hobby,
Sure.
I realized that collecting was a different space different space and place. You know, it wasn't my 5 to 10 block radius in North Philly. You know, we had our cell phones, and the hobby was global. And I said, I need to go back to, you know, cardboard school and figure out, what does the hobby look like today in 2020 in the middle of a global pandemic?
Mhm.
And, you know, I learned so much, and I was like, okay. And I had this dream. I was like, oh, I'm going to sell cards. I'm going to make a ton of money. And then slowly but surely, I realized it wasn't me. And, you know, I decided to, like, I collected to tell stories. We collected for bragging rights. We collected, you know, we had these themes, these moments, you know, in my neighborhood in North Philly, like 4 sharp corners and no creases. You know, it was about bragging rights. Who had the best Jordan collection?
Sure.
Everything. So, you know, and I said, while everybody was enjoying the hobby boom, I said, you know, I want to tell stories. And, you know, I decided to tell stories and write stories and relive those moments in the past, but also wanted to listen to other people's stories.
Well,
that's the unique thing about the hobby, because it's a space and place.
It's insane. Yeah, it really is incredible. And you go, like I said, I was walking through the aisles earlier today, and it felt like Wall Street. Kids were bartering, you know, barking numbers. People were going back and forth. I'll meet you here. How about $1 less? Like, I'm just looking around. I'm just like, wow, this is really cool.
You say Wall Street. I mean, the big thing is those are all soft skills, fundamental skills.
Sure.
These are life skills that our children are learning.
Absolutely.
It's the same thing they learn in sports, and it transfers over to the hobby. And that's very important that we teach them to do this the right way, because in this room, this is full of stories, people from all walks of life, different places, you know, demographically, socially, and economically. And, you know, we can all come together and make this great community and learn from each other.
I was saying earlier, the vibe in this room, all 3 days, passion. There are a lot of people here that, of course, making $1, no doubt about it.
Yes,
but the
it's a business.
majority of people that I have come across and talked to, and you can just see that they're diehard sports fans, and this is an unbelievable opportunity for them. You brought up the kids too, right here at the Philly Show. For the people that are streaming and maybe listening right here, that you might not know, they have a great kids night. Now they did it 2 times this weekend for the first time. Normally it's only Friday nights, but they'll be back in September. Trust me, it's well worth your time if you have a kid that's interested in this category.
I also hosted trade night last night.
Nice.
And, you know, it's a moment for, you know, everybody to make their deals and get together. But it's also a space cultivated for kids as well. I had the opportunity to connect with a lot of kids and give away some cards and, you know, teach them some things about the hobby, because it's a space and place of life lessons. And, you know, as I was cultivating the brand that I wanted to create as a collector, I had this notion called the hobby experience, because the hobby is really an experience. And connected to that, you know, I often say the hobby is me, you, and us, you know, and, you know, that the us is very important. So it's very important that we share in the us and we connect with the us.
Well, we have been here a couple times, and man, we can't thank enough everybody that's involved with the Philly Show, people like yourself that make the Philly Show what it is, everybody that's been coming throughout the 3 days through those doors out front, bringing the passion, bringing the energy. And, of course, shout out to these players, man. Yeah. They all could be somewhere else. I know that they're getting paid to do something, but still, they know how important this is to a city, an area like Philadelphia. Chase Utley is a legend.
Yes.
You know he's got 1,000,001 things to do. I ain't got to tell you how important he is in baseball. Get him in the Hall of Fame. Anyways.
I called this weekend Eagles Con.
Yeah,
you know,
that too.
Because it was definitely Eagles Con, and you know, there was a lot of patience out here waiting for players, standing in line, getting that moment. Phenomenal moment that I witnessed yesterday was Brandon Graham.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
He waited,
crowd favorite,
for everyone, and you know, he sold over like 450, you know, autos, and he created an experience for all 450 people, and it was phenomenal.
And a couple players did exactly that, but BG is he's a standalone.
Yes.
That man doesn't need security. He just comes up, he'll hug anybody. It's pretty darn cool. Of course,
he's sitting around a bunch of cards, man. We've been ripping packs.
Yes.
I know yesterday I had the opportunity to rip some packs with Mike and Matt. And
what do you have in your
box? Often when I
Often
come to the Philly Show, because it's my hometown, I'm from Philly, you know, I often bring various parts of my PC, and they have these themes. And on Thursday night, I'm sitting in my card lab that I call, and I'm like, yo, when am I gonna bring the trade night to show to the kids? And I was just looking at vintage cards, 90s cards, modern cards. I'm like, what am I gonna do? So 2 names popped in my mind: King Griffey Jr. and Roberto Clemente. And I said, that's the PCs I'm gonna bring. So I bring them. We're sitting on stage. We're ripping some tops, and Matt pulls a Ken Griffey Jr. 35th anniversary, and I pull a Roberto Clemente 35th anniversary. And I was like, man, the hobby is my boy Matt. He said the hobby is so serendipitous. It's that thing. And we have these moments where we think about different things, and then we find ourselves in this place around cardboard, and it's like, how funny is that? So, and then we also pulled a Mike Smith anniversary card.
Ooh.
And I actually got that autograph.
He was here yesterday.
So
Wow.
Mike Smith autographed this card yesterday.
What year's that card?
It's the latest Topps 2025.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
35th anniversary, beautiful card. And then yesterday,
let me ask you a question on that. How many of those cards exist? Since it's in a collection, how rare is that card? Again, I'm a newbie.
It's not a rare card. It's one of the inserts that you look for.
Gotcha.
I love. So I say this about the 90s, right? The 90s was the junk wax era, but it also ushered in the greatest insert card era ever.
Absolutely.
You
know what's crazy?
A lot of innovation.
Oh yeah.
A lot of creativity. A lot of ways they reimagined cards, and that's why I love the 90s.
Well, I just want to bring this up. What is crazy to me is that these cards now, I was looking at, there's a rookie Mahomes, there's a Texas Tech Mahomes here later, Andrew Luck from Stanford. Like back in the day, it feels like that card would be worth something, but these cards are so nice. Look at this face to face.
Yeah.
If you got that in an upper deck 91, you knew that's a keeper right there. Now it seems a lot of these cards have that vibe to them. There's a lot of great style out there.
Back in the day when we collected, the old heads would tell us in North Philly, hey, young boy, hold on to those cards. You got to take care of them. Because one day they're going to be worth some money. And a lot of us did and some didn't. And, a lot of those things are coming back. And, every 10 to 20 years, stuff recycles and come back, and it makes a splash.
Do people still collect sets? Is a set a goal?
Oh, I'm a set collector.
Set collector. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a ton of sets in my overall collection. I have the 1986-87 Flair Premier set.
Yeah, baby.
The entire set with the iconic,
love that.
Michael Jordan rookie card. I have a ton of sets. Wrote a lot of stories about the various sets that I have. But the one thing that I want to say, which was great about the hobby, it's this space that's an unlimited treasure hunt, right? And oftentimes when I tell people, when you come to a show, it could be overwhelming. You feel like a kid in a candy store. You see all these shiny things, all these things that bring back memories. It just cultivates so much, all this reminiscent stuff that just goes through your mind. And I often say, you know what? Take a moment. Walk the perimeter, get used to the space, and then breathe the air, and then go on your treasure hunt. Go on your own little treasure hunt, because you never know what you're going to find.
I like that.
So yesterday, I decided on Friday, I never buy cards on Friday, because that's my time when I come here. No, it's not bad luck. It's my time that, I just want to spend time reacquainting myself with the space. So on Friday, I said, you know what? I filmed a lot of content for the show, got to capture some cool moments. I'm going to take some time for me, and I'm going to walk the floor. So I walked the floor, and the great thing about walking the floor, you build these unbelievable relationships with vendors, and they're the heart of the show, right?
Oh, yeah.
Without them, the athletes, these moments, that's why we're here.
Salt of the earth people.
And I walked past, shout out to Great Moments Inc. I walk past and I always talk to him and, look at his showcase. And I see this 1952 George Mikan Wheaties cereal box card, right? These are, they came on the cereal boxes and you had to hand cut them out. And I'm just looking and I'm like, right, go back to that moment. The hobby is this weird place where you find yourself connecting yourself to moments in the past. So fast forward, rewind to like last year. I'm at the National, and I'm doing the segment called Hobby Rapid Fire, and buy, sell, trade, hold. And the George Mikan rookie card was one of those conversations up against Hank Aaron, Wilt Chamberlain, and Michael Jordan's rookie card. And everybody I interviewed, they were all throwing away the George Mikan card. They were like, I don't have no connection to it. And in my mind, I was like, you know what? I need to find my first George Mikan card for my PC. And then here we are today.
Get out.
You know,
That's
got
pretty
this in
cool.
a PC. Cool PC card. Great stories and memories.
I love it.
Yeah.
That is a great story, man. Fantastic stuff. Give Sam a follow if you don't already. You can find him on Instagram. The Sports Card Collector. It's SPRTZ. Great following. And, of course, how long you been going to these shows? You said you got back into the card game. How long you been coming here?
Got back in 2020. And like I said, I had to learn the landscape. So when I grew up in North Philly, we didn't have hobby stores. We didn't have card stores. Didn't know anything about card shows. And, you know, when I went through that education, I said, man, I got to check out a card store.
Yep.
I got to go to a card show. So, you know, started off going to some like local shows in the area, and then, you know, heard about the Philly show, checked it out like once things started to open up again when it used to be at the casino.
Yep. Things continue to get bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah, been coming here ever since and connected with a lot of people behind the scenes, and started making content, started telling stories about these spaces through the lens of the hobby experience.
Love it, man.
Hashtag the hobby experience, you know, create your moments with the hobby, love what you collect, and your moment is your moment. And I'm always willing to participate in it.
Well, we appreciate you participating in this stream, stopping by, giving us the landscape, your story, all that and more. We'll continue to follow you and definitely check you out down the road, probably at the National.
Yes, I will be.
If not the National, we'll be back here in September. I know.
Yes, I will be here in September. I will be at the National. Going to be making some content for the National.
Nice.
We've been doing a lot of cool stuff for the National here, getting ready for that. Got a lot of cool projects coming up, which is going to be very fun to like really engage with kids, like on the collecting side, but also the other side of this industry. So more stuff coming down the pike, and I'm just excited. The hobby is here to stay, and I doesn't feel like the 90s when it was just like it's this moment in time, and then when the bubble bursts, everybody like packs up their collection and puts it in the basement.
No, we're in this for the long run. I got that feeling too. Sam, appreciate you stopping by, man. We'll catch up with you down the road. Luke Arcaini's going to hang with me in just a couple minutes. Buster will be back on the stream. More special guests going to be joining us throughout the course of the afternoon. Broadcasting live on The Gambler from the Philly show. More after this.
Keep collecting, everyone.
Yep. Nice work, man.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Some of these are cool. Oh, yeah. Those are cool. I love that. Those are nice. That's good.
Cooper Eating, looking for 370.
Appreciate you. What's your name again, brother?
Sean, dude.
Sean.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Sean.
I'll give you a follow on Instagram as well. Let's connect. Absolutely. So many cards everywhere.
Yeah. They're all over the place.
Need to root through some of these over here.
I still got a mystery pack. I got this to open up. Mystery box. Yeah, look at it. Thank you.
Chase Utley.
Oh, I want to look up some of these. I want to look up this Mahomes Texas Tech one.
Right?
I want to look up the Andrew Luck card. Both of those are cool. I thought this one was cool yesterday too.
Oh, C-Web saw that as well.
Chris, that one was sick. All right, let's see what this Mahomes one's got any juice.
Do the hustle.
Chase Utley, tickets 1 through 75. Folks are looking for a gentleman. We all have a first name. Look for a gentleman named Fred who purchased Ted
So-
Williams.
To get something graded,
Ted Williams
whole
card and 3 packs of
holy,
Topps Chrome
I would need
2003
to like
from,
pair the. I need to look through the rest of these.
Please stop back over to booth 439.
Michael Paul is asking for somebody that spotted first. He goes, I'm looking for a man.
Also,
Frank, who just
when
spotted
I
Ted
lost and
Williams.
found the ball, if anyone lost cards,
All right, it's a good story to bring it online.
No.
Oh,
But I need to look. Well, yeah.
But yeah, but we're going. Yeah, it's over there. But go ahead. Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, we don't want to ruin their ventures.
No, I'm not. But I need to do it all with more.
Gotcha.
Because if you do it with one, the shipping isn't worth it.
Let's try to roll.
This one's worth $18.
$18.
$15, little man.
All right, once again, broadcasting live, day 3 here at the Philly show. A lot of people lined up, still wait to meet up with Chase Utley. I believe Cooper DeJean is done, if I'm not mistaken, or he might be still in the back. The man's been here all weekend. He is.
He's up there.
Is he still up there?
Guys, I went over. Whoa, wait.
Yeah, that's a little
Hey,
loud.
hey, hot. I went over to get this graded.
Okay.
It turns out that if you're going to get something graded, you want to do them in batches. You don't want to do just one card.
Cooper DeJean, tickets 1 through 80.
Well, I have some that maybe we can get graded. So maybe we can batch it up together.
But then you have to ship it and get it shipped back to you. What? They don't do it on site.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you got? Whoa.
Carson Wentz.
Stop the show.
All right.
Farts and Wentz.
Day 3 here at the Philly show. Having some fun, ripping some packs. I want to give a shout out to a couple sponsors if I could. Once again, the Cruisin' app. Cruisin',
Keeping the
download
lights on.
download the app on your phone, and essentially it is car maintenance. If you need it on the fly, they come to you. And of course, you know about AAA. Well, these guys are personally come to your car, not a company. Yeah, that's a nice guy. Cooper DeJean. There you
I
go.
got another one.
The Cruisin' app. Download it now and set yourself up for any situations that might present itself. Of course, flat tire, need a new battery, you're locked out of your car. Cruisin' app. Download it now. Become a member. Cruisin' has you covered.
That is pretty cool. They cover the bases.
Yeah. Again, everybody knows AAA. I use it right in the ad. I don't care because you know about AAA. Well, these guys,
Right,
you don't have
right.
to pay for the subscription. It's essentially like an Uber driver, but the guy is a local mechanic or girl, excuse me. So Cruisin' app, download it
Yeah.
now.
Yesterday was International Women's Day.
Hey
Sean.
now, yeah.
I
And
know
our
our good
mechanics
friend-
too.
I know our good friend Mike Powers actually last time we came to the Philly show, he actually had to call the Cruisin' app
Yes,
the
he
Saturday morning of the
did.
Philly show because his car wouldn't start
That's
in
the
the
most
parking lot of the
story.
That's the
hotel.
most Mike Powers story ever.
All right.
He called me, said he was going to be late, but he used the Cruisin' app and he was actually here on time.
Look at that.
We pulled a Cooper DeJean. Nice work by you, Buster.
I
I got,
pulled two. You pulled one, and I pulled one.
I got a surprise pack in front of me. I love these things. $10, all hoops. And this is all throwback too, man. Come on. This is what it's all about right here.
Ooh.
DeAndre.
Forcing his way into the conversation.
All right, we got a pack there.
Moro Jomo, tickets 1 through 50.
I got a Zion. That's nice. I got a Zion Duke. That's
Ooh, I got
nice.
Randy Moss. What's up?
I think it's time, Buster.
Is it time?
I think it's
All
time.
right, I got one more football pack, and then we'll one more football. Wait, why don't you search that, Joe?
Your boy is striking out over here today.
You got nothing?
Yeah, a bunch of duds. But 2 Zions. Those are cool.
All right, last football pack here. Fred Taylor and Coach Bucky Irving.
Ungraded, you can get 25 cents for this.
Ooh, go get mossed.
Now it goes down to 20.
He'd be dead in the corner. All right.
WWE Select
Enough of this.
2020.
Buster from Q102 is here. He's been hanging out with us all
Right.
afternoon long. We got Nico also from Q102 as well. What did you buy, Buster? Because I was going to buy a random pack of Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah.
I decided to pass. You, though, went full steam ahead with WWE. What do we got?
This is the Panini, is the maker of these cards.
How about that?
Panini Select WWE 2024. You guys ready for the heat?
Let's do it.
There you go.
I need a Roman then.
Come on.
Now, who am I looking for? Am I looking for Cody Rhodes?
Ooh, Cody Rhodes would be good.
How about a
I think Luke said it best earlier. We're looking for a Liv Morgan. Hey. Wouldn't hurt. All right, starting us off. I got a Batista
Love Batista?
in a suit, by the way.
Batista's a
Ooh,
good actor too.
solid. I got an
Good actor.
IRS.
I'm Alexa Bliss.
Alexa
To be honest,
Bliss.
I don't really know who a lot of these people are.
Oh, Alexa Bliss is great. She just came back.
Cold.
Oh, you got a Stone Cold
Stone
right off the
Cold.
rip? Ooh, I got a Randy Orton.
I got a Stone.
Kind of
Cold.
looks like a Stone Cold knockoff.
Hey, how about Tiffany Stratton? Let's go. Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton was at Cricket Wireless in Philly, in Northeast Philly, on Friday, just meeting some of the folks. So that's pretty cool.
I got a Stone Cold and an Austin Theory.
Where's Mark Henry Jr.
bad.
at? CM Punk.
Oh,
Wow.
got robbed.
Is he a big CM Punk guy?
Massive CM Punk guy.
CM Punk, such a.
Good time.
The problem with CM Punk is that he talks the talk very well, but then he went into the UFC and just ruined it all, in my opinion. But he's still good on the mic.
I forgot about that
He is
UFC
good on the mic.
experiment.
He had a pretty epic crash out on Monday Night Raw.
Oh my God, did he
After
ever?
the,
When he
that
called
was-
John Cena a
that was
fraud,
awesome.
a bald fraud.
John Cena turns heel. Did you see it coming, Buster?
Yes, we've been wanting it for a long time.
Whoa, this one looks kind of cool. It's a different color.
Whoa, Bubba Ray Dudley.
I
That
have
looks
no idea
cool.
who that is. But
He was in the Dudleys in ECW. That's Philadelphia legacy right there.
Kurt Angle.
That is cool. Wait, how about this though? Look at this, the same card. Bubba Ray Dudley. One's orange, one's
You didn't say it, I wouldn't notice.
right.
I don't know who that is.
I got one more pack here of the football cards, Panini Prism here. Let's see what we can get.
Got
Looking
an
for that
AJ
Jalen Hurts.
Styles.
Ooh, something's thick here.
Hey yo,
Pause. Pause.
I got a
Raheem
Jalen Wright from the Miami Dolphins
Who?
patch.
what's that?
Bubba Ray Dudley Gold Prism.
Is that what that is?
There's no photo.
Nah, can't be trusted.
Is this a
Uh
gold
oh, last peck. You guys ready for this? If you smell,
prism? There he is. There he is.
and it's labeled icon. Look that up. That's good.
The Rock.
Another AJ Styles. Ooh, Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. Wait a minute. There's something about this one. That's got to be like a misprint, right? Like, because the rest of them aren't like that. I bet that's a misprint. Are cards worth more when something's wrong with them? Is that right?
If this was a
Yeah.
ungraded, $5.
Ooh,
Graded.
$5 or one high noon.
Graded
Half a high noon.
That's a good call by Buster.
can go up to 50 if it's the best possible grade.
Wow.
All right, look, what else we got coming up here at the Philly show? Of course, we got some people behind the scenes as well. Chase Utley's been signing up there for a little while.
I believe, as far as guests, this may be it for the day.
Okay.
I know Moro Jomo's up there
Jomo's
now.
back there,
Cooper
yes.
DeJean, Chase Utley. I think Sidney Brown. Sidney Brown will be up there
Oh,
eventually.
nice. Sidney
I
Brown's
think
coming
Sidney
through as
Brown
well.
might be the bookend
Okay.
on the weekend.
Utley was a huge deal for Sunday, and of course, people are still lined up, have been lined up since noon. He's been signing autographs, taking pictures back and forth. And awesome to have Chase Utley back here in the Delaware Valley, of course, making moves for Major League Baseball. And
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Is the misprint worth something?
Is this the right card? Right?
It looks
Yeah.
like it. Yeah. valued at $41,
How
my
about
friend.
it?
There you go.
Nice,
Look at that.
dude.
Between that and that one, I'm going to name my boat Luke. Although I think you're supposed to name your boat a woman's name, right?
I don't know about that because
Lucia.
well, boats don't last that long, so you'd be all right. And then what type of boat we talking about? A boat that goes in your bathtub?
Pontoon,
Oh,
John.
pontoon. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Maybe an
A
oar.
rowboat.
Maybe an oar. All right, Kayla's gonna hop up here. We're gonna be joined by Kayla. You can come over here and grab Luke's chair. Luke's gonna step on down. We're broadcasting live here at Philly Show. Buster from Q102 gonna hang out.
Does Mookie bet? That's the question we need to ask ourselves.
Mookie doesn't. His
Teammate does.
his teammate might though. Hey now. Hey now.
Oh man.
Philly season in the air. Can you smell it? Can you feel it?
Oh, I can't wait, man. Speaking of which, we're putting together a little tailgate.
Nice.
I'd actually love for you to be there.
For opening day, which is on a Monday.
No. The
No, it's not.
Friday.
Friday, gotcha.
The opening day is Monday, but that
That's right.
Friday in the M lot, we're doing the fan lot tailgate. I'm going to be broadcasting live. Y'all should come out. Nico's going to be DJing. We're going
Wow.
to have merch. It's going to be a great time. I'm going to be grilling.
Q102 in the building.
Yeah.
All right. Joining us right now on stage. Get comfortable, Kayla.
Kayla.
Fantastic content creator. Met her last time at the Philly show. She's been working hard all weekend long. Be sure to give her a follow at Kayla.collects. Kayla from Florida here at the Philly show. Kayla, thank you for a couple of minutes. How you been?
Welcome to the party.
How's everything going?
Great. I
Yeah.
had a fantastic weekend.
Buster, pull down that microphone for her, would you please?
Oh,
Pull it
yeah.
down.
Get in there.
Thank
Get in
you.
there.
Yeah,
Don't
get
be
in there.
shy.
Luke had it up high. He tried to show off and say like he's a little bit bigger than what he is. But yes. So everything's been good. 3 straight days at the Philly show for you.
Yes, correct.
All right. Stories. I hear you have a pretty good one for us.
Uh-oh.
What happened yesterday, Kayla?
Yes. So Nakobe Dean was here signing autographs, and I got the opportunity to interview him in December when he was here. And I read about him that he's big in the investment space, alternative assets. And I was curious. I asked him, I was like, have you ever invested in sports cards? And he was like, no, I don't know that much about it, but I find it interesting. And I was like, okay. And so who would you collect or who would you invest in if you could choose any player? He's like, I would invest in myself. And I was like, that is a fantastic answer. He was like, yeah, I want myself to do well. I'd love to see like myself steadily go up. So yesterday he was here again, and I knew he was going to be here. And so I was like, I want to help him invest in himself. And so I went out on the Philly show floor and found a Nakobe Dean Prism rookie auto out of 35 BGS 9510 from a dealer I know. Shout out to Austin. And I worked out a deal with him. And so I gifted Nakobe Dean the card.
Wow. So
And I said, in December, I was like, you said you wanted to invest in yourself. I want to help you invest in yourself. And he had a fantastic reaction. He loved the card, and he said he's never had a card of himself.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's only ever signed sticker autos, so he's never gotten to interact with his own cards, except when he's signing it for people at events and stuff like that. So he was really, really grateful, and he actually loved learning about the cards. I was telling him about the parallels, how to build a rainbow, that the 9.5 means it's almost perfect condition. And so I can't wait to share that video with you all. That will come out sometime this week. I gotta piece it together, but
Well, nice work by you putting 2 and 2 and
That's really
building
cool.
and building that relationship, that partnership, and it's organic, authentic, and that tends to work well down the road. So congratulations, good luck on that. Nice work.
thank you.
Way to put that noggin to use here this weekend here at the Philly show.
Yeah, out of the box thinking.
That's it. Kayla.collects, mandatory follow. All right. So from the buzz, from the vibes on Friday and Saturday, and of course today as well. But I was here Friday. It was unbelievable. Jalen Hurts signing autographs, of course, right there. Saturday, these guys were ranting and raving about it. It just feels like the Philly show continues to get bigger and badder
Agreed.
every single time. So here we are. This one to raise the level, of course, with the Eagles on Friday.
Yes, of course. It's been amazing and a really cool experience to see how Philly fans show up for their teams. In December, it was a mix between Eagles and Phillies and Flyers, and so seeing that. But then I think Eagles fans are just a different breed in of itself in Philly. And the Philadelphia Eagles fans have showed up for their team, and I think they honestly do that in a way no other fan base does, at least that I've witnessed. And so it's been cool to see how Eagles fandom is generational and it's passed down. And I think that's really, really cool.
Kayla, can't thank you for stopping by here. And of course, she joined me on the Radio Buster. Fantastic interview.
Oh, yeah.
Was that your first radio interview live?
I believe so.
All
yes.
right. You were really solid, polished, blew me away. Great radio bit. Trust me. So when it comes back around in September, got to get Kayla on Q102.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
We'll bring you through the iHeartRadio car wash. That's what we'll do.
Ooh,
Probably your car, not you.
No, well, yeah.
with the windows open.
The car wash is what we. Sorry, that was inside baseball talk.
Sure.
We have 7 radio stations inside our hallway, so essentially the car wash is you come in, you do one interview, and you pop on all these.
Got
Yeah, you get on WDAS,
A little
Power 99,
Thanks for your buck.
Q102.
So I'll touch base with you, but safe travels. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
stopping
thank
by. And nice work on that Kobe Dean story.
Thank you. I
Give it up
appreciate
one more
it.
time for Kayla. Dot Collects on Instagram joining us here. Thank you very much, Kayla. We're going to keep this party going here. Joining us right now on stage, a vendor that Powers was able to get us to join here. I love hearing from the vendors. Of course, they are the heart of this operation here at the Philly Show. We got Steven from
Steven.
Scoops Collectibles.
Scoop.
What's up, everybody?
Steven,
What's
what's
up, Steven?
happening, man? You're on The Gambler. You're live. We're streaming all our socials. Of course, we're right in the thick of it. Where's your booth at, Steven?
I'm right over there by the concession stand. TCG.
What up, Scoops? All right.
You know, got to stay fed.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'd be by the concession stand, too.
Those chicken tenders were good. I'm not going to lie about
Fitting
that.
that I'm on the Gambler because I'm a real degenerate. So.
Well, welcome.
Now, wait a minute. Can
These
we
are my
talk
people.
about Can we talk about this card that you have in front of you?
Oh, this beautiful Camilla Cabello out of 30. Absolute smoke show of a card.
Amen to that.
I've been trying to sucker you guys into buying it for at least 2 shows now. And we did it today.
Who bought it? Powers?
Yeah.
Stop. That's great. True DJing conversation. That's how we like
Yeah,
it
but
here.
the M&M's going for a lot, so you know.
You got an M&M card?
No.
He's Detroit, so he would probably purchase
Yeah, the
that from me.
Camilla's right behind it. So
That's
I almost bought a piece of M&M merch last night at the charity gala that I was at.
Okay.
Almost got in there, but it looked too like mass produced for me. I needed something a little bit more, you know.
Steven, talk to me here, man. First of all, the dog on your shirt, the dog on your card, your dog, your golden
yeah,
lab.
this was my golden. He passed away from cancer at
Wow.
6.
What was his
So,
name?
His
Scoop?
name was Scoop. So
Scoop.
named the business after him. Now everybody calls me Scoops, which is
Oh, that's
pretty
cool.
confusing.
Yeah.
Scoops, have you been, Steven? Have you, first of all, how many times have you been out here as a vendor at the Philly Show?
So this is my 3rd time.
Nice. Got bigger every single
Every time. This has been an unbelievable weekend. This has been one of the best card shows I've vended at.
What's the biggest pop you heard all weekend long?
Biggest pop.
Yeah.
It had to be for Coop.
Well, I had some people next to me trying to do a gamble with a $3,000 Giratina card.
Hello.
0 or 4,500. So either pay 0 for it or 4,500 on a coin flip.
And that went down right in
that's
front of you.
cool.
That's a good coin flip.
Yeah, that's
That has my attention. That definitely has my attention. Oh, I love it. Little side barter. That's pretty unique.
We came up with an idea earlier that was like, if, say you have a card.
This is the right guy to talk to.
All right. So say like you have an operation at your vendor booth where say you get a card that's in front of you that's worth $25, right?
Yeah.
You tell the person, listen, I'll either give you $5 or you open your fridge and you got a fridge full of cold high noons. So it's a $25 card. I'll take it off your hand for $5 right now or a high noon. I'm taking that.
It's presented by
I think a lot of
Heinen.
people would.
Yes.
You know?
Obviously, you got to get that sponsorship
Yeah,
tied right
yeah,
into
yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
one of the reasons.
Oh,
why we-
that's where you really swing it. Say you get sponsored for your booze that you're giving away there, so it's no cost to you, and they get their fix. You get the card, bing bang. That's good biz.
All right, we're broadcasting live here at the Philly Show. Steven's joined us. Now, you have Pokemon on your card, and I just want to say one thing that I noticed from the beginning being here all 3 days, everybody's calm, everybody's nice, cool. I saw 2 videos about Pokemon. I saw a guy like pushing some dude out of the way in California at a vending machine, and of course the guy had an Eagles sweatshirt on. I'm like, what is going on?
Naturally.
Why is that happening?
So the market,
Costco, all for Pokemon, correct?
Yeah, it's just red hot right now.
Okay. Is it a new card?
It's new sets. There's been 3 really good sets in a row. You had
Okay.
Surging Sparks, which was a Pikachu based set.
All right.
Then you have Prismatic Evolutions, which
Okay.
is Eevee. Everybody loves Eevee. and the evolutions.
Okay.
And then the next one is going to be like a partner set. So it's like trainers paired with Pokemon, and those always sell well. So it's just been sheer madness. Nobody can hold stock. Scalpers are out in force. It's it's just pandemonium.
Is this simply for people that are trying to get a buck, or do we have people that are absolutely crazed?
No, I think the
Pokemon collectors.
product is generally good.
Really?
So it's a combination of
Gotcha.
they just can't print enough, and it's good product. It's not like BS like filler stuff. So at least for the next couple months, I don't think it's going to go down.
Nice. Well, as a man who has it on your business card, yes, so obviously.
Yeah.
But no, that makes sense. I just been seeing a lot of that stuff. And again, I think it speaks to how cool of an operation it is here at the Philly Show. Plenty of room to work.
Yep.
People, plenty of parking too. This is a great space to have.
Yeah. No, it's unbelievable.
And oh, by the way, if you want to go see the Pet Olympics that are happening over there in Studio
What's going on
A,
there? That's cool.
also the boat show will be in next week. I texted my wife. I said, we got to get the calendar. I don't know what's here.
Yeah.
I had no idea the boat show is coming. I'm like, we need to come
Oh,
here.
they got everything here.
Oh, we could buy one with our Camila Cabello rookie
Yeah,
card.
that's
I
probably
did see
about-
this one cat walk out with like a ribbon for third place. I was like, man, that cat is ugly. That thing won. I kid. Love some cats. All right, Steven. One more from the weekend, man. Give us something that caught your attention. Whether it's a cool story, something unique that you saw this weekend over 3 days at
So I
being a
think-
vendor out here.
I think this show more than others, it's been really cool to see parents with their kids.
Yeah.
Both interested in sometimes the same hobby. Sometimes the kids into Pokemon, the parents are into sports, and seeing them like share that with each other. That happens more at this show, I think, than almost any other.
That's something I'm actually looking forward to. I'm about to be a first-time dad here
Yeah.
this summer.
Congrats. I just had my first.
Thank you. Hey,
Yeah.
congrats to you.
Yeah, it's the worst. Don't worry.
But one of the things that I'm really excited about is that type of stuff. The stuff that I'm a fanboy for when it comes to WWE. I can't wait. Well, I can't wait to watch sports. I can't wait to, look, my baby is so far 1 for 1 on, it was created by the time the Eagles won the Super Bowl. So far it's 1 for 1 on Super Bowls, right? Yeah. So that's something I'm really looking forward to.
Again, broadcasted live here at the Philly Show, day in number 3. Steven, great stuff across the board, man. Can't thank you for coming by here, man. And where can we find you online? Do you have a home store? Where are you at?
Yeah, so best place to
Sorry,
find me.
you know what it is? Flip the card around, Sean, you dummy.
Yeah.
Sorry. Scoops Collectibles on Instagram. Scoops_collectibles. All right. Real easy to find him there. And then again, mostly on Instagram, or do you have a website as well?
So I break on Whatnot. People are into sports breaks.
Whatnot.
Formula One every Saturday morning.
What is Whatnot?
It's
I'm a newbie here.
Oh,
live
it's a whole
selling
deal.
platform. So it's mostly like sports card breaks,
Okay.
singles, stuff like that.
It's fun to get on there, even if you don't buy anything. You just watch people.
Yeah, you just watch for the vibes,
Yeah, it's a good time.
Big
Yeah.
vibes guy. Big
Big
vibes
vibes.
It
guy.
kind of
yeah.
popped off during the pandemic.
Yeah.
It like gave you
Yeah,
something.
catch me
somebody
on
to
there
have
every
with.
weekend that I'm not at a card show.
Cool.
Oh, so where's next stop for you?
It's going to be the Cherry Hill card show.
Nice,
End of the
dude.
month.
Jersey.
Very cool. We'll have to see if we can start making our way around some of these card shows
All
because
right.
I love the vibes here at the Philly Show. We'll see what happens. But man, thank you for stopping
yeah.
by. We'll catch up.
Go Birds.
See you
Continued
guys.
success, Steven. Thank you.
Thanks,
Oh,
boys.
and you make these right here. What is this?
So that's actually, I buy those wholesale. I don't make them, but I do sell them.
Who is this?
Fluky Prince. That's a Pikachu with a
Pikachu.
Dragonite hoodie on him.
Very cool.
I never know what's going on in this.
Well, you know what, man? It's a whole new world out there.
It is cool.
It's a
Luke's
whole-
trying to steal my wrestling cards. I already know it.
Pikachu, where to go? What am I trying to steal? Where's my chick?
Try to steal my wrestling cards, Luke. I already know. Oh, your Camila Cabello's over there.
Very cool. Nice work there on that one, Powers. Getting Steven to stop by. Scoops. All right, Luke's with us right now. Luke, I got some more packs over here. So what are you doing?
Let
What are
me
you
rip one of
seeing?
those.
What
Let me
did
rip one of those.
What caught your attention? You've been here all 3
Powers,
days.
can you get us a couple more high noons? Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Come on, Powers. Yeah. Here, put it on my company cup. All right.
Give me a pack. Yeah, there we go.
What caught your attention 3 straight days here?
Just For one, just all the people. I mean, it's been
A lot of people coming through those doors.
it's been slammed in here. Yesterday when I got here, there was a line practically wrapped around the building just to get in. It's just been packed. I mean, we were here in December and it was packed then.
Yeah.
But
I got to be
this
honest.
is not even close to the last one, man. It's crowed in here.
I got to tell you something, guys. I am getting the itch. I knew this would happen. So, okay. So since cards, not that itch. So since cards became such a thing over the last 5 years or so, when we've watched cards sort of, come back to the forefront. I was a big card collector as a kid. I was even a seller. I was a vendor. I did it all, right? And none of those cards are anywhere in my life anymore. And you grow up, you move on, you start doing different things. But I think today, buying these packs, ripping them here.
Back?
Are you
on the
back?
back?
Are you announcing yourself back? He's back. He's back.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's
I
back.
think I'm back. My wife
back.
is going to be thrilled.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will say, and this does give me the itch as well. I have probably close to around 2,000 baseball cards in my house from when me and my dad would buy them when I was like 10 years old. And I need to sit down one day and actually go through them because there's got to be a few nice ones in there that we just don't know about. But I mean, we have boxes and boxes and boxes of baseball cards.
I'm opening Topps Chrome right now, 2024
Back.
here. 2024. Love the football, man.
Was that an
football.
Adrian Peterson?
Yeah, it's worth 25 cents. Already checked. Ungraded today. Graded, you might get
Man,
a quarter of 100.
he should beat you for the disrespect.
No laughs up there.
Oh, this
He laughed. He
this
laughed.
guy was
He laughed.
this guy was just in the news. Pulled a
Oh, man.
Xavier
Oh,
Worthy.
man. That's a tough one.
I pulled a Xavier Worthy here. No, there's no editing going on in this one. This is a live stream.
Is what it is.
Xavier Worthy apparently choked out a family member. Now, a male, just so everybody's on the same page with this.
Yeah.
That's why we can laugh at it.
Yeah.
And somebody,
That's what makes it okay.
wait, somebody shared a video, and apparently, and it's on the internet, so it's got to be true.
Yeah.
But apparently, it was the guy. So did he get traded on draft day, or did somebody traded a spot that he was potentially supposed to be drafted in? And the guy that hits him up while he's sitting on the couch and goes, "Hey man, they're gonna regret that trade." Apparently, he choked him out. That was the guy that he choked out, and that went to jail. For. Yeah.
Wow.
So, anyways, it's the internet. They don't
A
lie.
little
with it.
fun fact for you.
But it's another Kansas City Chief wide receiver getting in trouble with Johnny Law. You can't be having that. Come on, Andy.
No.
Some things never change.
We should build a Mount Rushmore of athletes.
No. We'll save that stream for another time. I'm on the all chrome team, Charles Woodson.
Oh,
There he
look
is.
behind him.
There he is. There he is.
Oh, look at that. All right.
Haven't had a cocktail since.
All right. Well,
More high nudes means more packs. So I'm like, no.
run them up.
I think I brought the credit card.
All right, final one here. 2024 Topps Chrome football. We got a couple people that are going to be joining us. A couple other vendors are going to be sliding by here. Again, getting some stories of what's taking place here at the Philly show.
Good, because I need him to run through all my wrestling cards and see how much those are worth.
What we got over there? Anything hot over there?
Nice.
Are you guys midnight green or Kelly green, guys?
Midnight.
I agree, right?
Midnight green.
As far as what's the question?
Midnight green versus Kelly green.
Yeah, but-
What about you?
What, that's
With the Astros hat.
wait a minute. What, for what? Wearing at the house
Kelly?
or playing?
That's it. That's a good follow-up
There's
question.
more with it.
All right, I'm gonna
Of
say
course, you're Kelly Green, but
jerseys.
for on Sunday when they play.
Am
Yes.
I like if I'm wearing it or watching them wear it?
No, not you. Them.
I think they should change the jerseys to Kelly Green. That's where I stand.
No,
Those
no,
things
no,
are
no,
amazing.
no.
I like the
BS.
midnight. I like the
Bring
midnight.
it back.
No, see,
The players look better. They play better. They feel better in Kelly Green.
yeah,
You
but
know
then
it.
okay, but then you wear them every game, and
And then it
that
gets
hype
played
for the
out.
jerseys dies in
And
the
then they'll
first
be like,
season.
"Oh,
They wear them
remember
every game.
midnight?"
This isn't the 01 Sixers black jersey that everybody claims to love.
Yeah,
They're
this-
saying
that
that's
they're
coming
gonna bring-
back.
These
That
things
they're
are
gonna bring back next
these
year when they
Kelly
win 9
Greens
games.
will be hitting if they could wear 365, and everyone is still going to love the Kelly green.
I think the Kelly Green merch looks better. You know, the old school vibes, the old font. You can do more with it if you're got a bootleg shirt or something. But playing, you gotta have the midnight. Plus, like, you get the black in there. It looks tough. Badass team.
All right, I got a question for you now.
Yeah.
Rank the 4 jerseys: the midnight green,
Mhm.
the Kelly green,
Mhm.
the white, and the black.
I might put the black up top. The black is
Blacks
fire.
are good,
And it
Blacks are
goes
good.
with everything, you know, all season long, because I've got pretty much every color in a jersey. And so when you're putting together your fit for the game or for a tailgate or something, the black goes with
It
everything.
does. It does.
And it looks hard.
Black at the top.
No pause.
Xavier Worthy, I'm looking up what's happening there. That card. It's
Mm.
and in the
Let me
name
see.
at the top
Let
says
me see.
Youthquake.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's their
Nice.
I think that's their rookie card branding. something.
Got it.
Xavier Worthy. Let's see.
All right, quick little look here.
Sir, you got the Astros hat on. Are you also a Cowboys fan? No. Okay.
I also want to.
Checking. Okay. No Lakers? All right. Just
Speaking of, that's a
God.
great little segue. Nice work by you on that one, Buster. LeBron James gets hurt late last night, and now will be out for an extended period of time.
Stephen A.
Crushing.
Smith did it. It was a hit.
It was a hit.
It was.
Crushing, though, because the Lakers were the number one story in sports. We at least had something that was attracting, right? At least there was some story that like was important of substance.
Sure.
And now we're going to go back into the rumor mill and try and put some weight into some OKC breakdowns or some Cavalier talk, and no one's interested in that.
But wait, back
Luka
up-
and LeBron, you couldn't talk about it enough in the last week.
Is LeBron destroying his legacy?
What?
No.
Bro, he's playing at an all-pro level right now.
He's averaging
he's-
like a triple double.
he's-
in
No, 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 no.
2 weeks.
He's
and 4
I
making
years.
understand
he's
that.
making Jordan gulpers like myself rethink my stance.
I-
Like what he's doing isn't even real right now.
Yeah. But it doesn't necessarily equate to the Lakers winning. And then the drama with his kid and all of the madness.
Well, that's weird.
mixed
Yeah,
in it.
the drama with the kid is
That's what I'm saying. You know, like Tom Brady was still playing well on his final.
weird. Tom Brady didn't
season.
care about his kids though. What? Sorry, I kid. Come on. I do want to say this: Tom Brady, unbelievable after he turned 40. What he was able to do with New England, he played so many years after he turned 40. It was ridiculous. But LeBron on the NBA level, with some of the best athletes, of course, this planet has to offer.
But does it matter if
Still playing at that
if
level.
you don't win?
Well, they increased their chances to win the West with Luka. Luka's an
Right.
incredible talent, of course.
Right.
Things have changed so much drastically as far as odds are concerned for them. But LeBron gets hurt, and now he's going to miss probably the remainder of the regular season, I
They
believe.
said I think a week or 2.
Yeah, that's bogus. Don't trust that. No, he's not. He can't rush back with that injury because of playoffs right around the
What
corner.
even was the injury? He got hit in the face.
No,
Yeah, but people aren't going to remember this injury. They're not going to remember that he was actually outplaying what he should and outperforming his own stats. They're not going to remember this, especially with him injured, and especially if the Lakers don't make a run. They're just going to be like, yeah, those last couple of LeBron years.
well, I think things are different
Those
this year.
last couple of LeBron years when he averaged a triple double at 41.
Stupid. He's
Oh.
got a groin injury, and you know what's going to happen with that one. Anyways,
Go
what's
get a massage.
what should we be paying attention to this week, Luke? For as far as the Phillies are concerned, what's the latest down there in Clearwood? What are we looking for at this time of year here on March 9th?
Oof, not a ton.
Rotation? Do we need to find out what's happening in the bullpen?
Not real. It's one of the years where most, say probably 95% of the roster's set.
Really?
It's probably the last bullpen
Are
guy.
we
and
tinkering with the batting lineup in spring training?
I think they are.
Oh, yeah, what's the latest on
I
that?
will say they did go back today to the old lineup, but they said they're just going to be like trying some things out. But it does seem like Trey will hit leadoff. It seems like it'll go Trey, Bryce, Bohm, Schwarber, first 4. Which I think
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
if I was always very pro Schwarber leadoff because I think it gave them an immediate threat for a 1-0 game. But I think if there's a year to try it, I think you try it now. Especially with this is technically Schwarber's last year under contract. I'd be shocked if he isn't back. But I think this is the year to try something different. Because obviously the last few didn't end how they wanted them to end. So this is the year to do it. I think as far as the pitching side, I mean, the rotation's set and it's gross. It's really, really good. I will say Walker looked good yesterday. Not buying too much stock, but
Maybe somebody else will.
getting that trade value.
That's all we
The
care about.
Marlins have to add money to their the payroll. There was a notice from the MLB that they are too far under the minimum. So they need to add some money. Maybe it's Walker, maybe it's not. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's really just like who takes like the last bench spot at this point.
Okay.
The starters are set, the rotation's set. 7 out of 8 guys in the bullpen are set. It'll probably be Walker as long as he's still on the team by time opening days. If they did find a trade, I don't think they're going to stash him anywhere else than the pros if he's here still.
Yep.
But as far as the roster, it's a pretty boring spring. Just
we like
because
boring.
everything's set. Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't want it to be an eventful spring. You want it to be a boring spring.
Exactly.
Carry right over.
That means
If
there's
it's-
too much wet cement.
If it's an eventful spring, then you're not really in great shape.
Speaking of
Harper with a 2-run RBI. Edmundo Sosa went yard today.
up 3-1 currently right now,
Love it.
and again, spring training, nobody cares. But
Unless they do good, then we care.
and health. And
And
now,
if they do bad, then we say it's just spring training. It doesn't matter.
Right.
well, then of course, health is at the top of the list
Correct.
as well. And then over to the Yankees, the big story from the weekend: Garrett Cole feeling discomfort. He says he's quote confident, but has to go get the MRI.
When was that? Because the morning after it happened, he said it doesn't feel good.
Well, we'll find out exactly. That's not a good thing, no matter what.
No,
What's being said
no.
right now.
Especially for a Yankees team that's pretty. And I said this the other day, and I think it's easy to say this about a lot of teams, but I am not extremely high on the Yankees at all. And the Yankees are an Aaron Judge injury away from having a god awful lineup. So they are on the fringe of like retirement home. I just think they just have a lot of old guys that have something to prove at their age. It's one of those situations where I think it could go really good or really bad. And I think it's leaning towards going bad.
I'm right there
especially
with
when you
you.
look at the Red Sox,
Yep.
who built a very nice roster this offseason. There's room for it to go bad.
That's the picture right there. My man, hold that up. Exciting Whites. Please hold that up. That's the picture right there. Let me see
There
that.
it is.
That is it, man.
Oh,
That's the
wow.
image.
Fresh off the pick
Is
six.
it my
Yeah.
is it crazy that I think my favorite part of that picture is not DeJean? I
It's
think
Mahomes
it's
running off
no,
the side.
no,
It's Mahomes.
I think it's Oren Burks
No.
flexing in midair.
The best,
Yeah, he's
I
up there
think
too.
I think that might be the best part of the
best
picture.
is Mahomes.
With the score in the background
Wow.
and Mahomes. Yeah, I mean,
That's
shout
the one
out
I
to
want.
whoever took that picture.
Yeah,
that
that's
night,
the
'cause
one I
that
wanted.
that is incredible.
Coop in the building. Cooper DeJean once again all weekend long. We've been rocking out here at the Philly Show. It's been a lot of fun. Just mixing it up. Be sure to follow us, please. Whip out your phone and follow us on Instagram, all things socials, X, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. We are the Gambler, Fox PHL Gambler, Fox PHL Gambler.
Can we back up talking about the Phils?
Yeah.
Really the important thing. Can we talk about the food at Citizens Bank Park? And if we were to rank what is the top dog, what is the most elite piece of grub inside the
Ooh.
bank? What do you
Sausages and peppers right
my-
behind home plate.
My immediate is the Bulls barbecue out in left field.
That's it.
Oh, no.
And the burnt and
Pulled
cheesesteak?
pork sandwich. Oh,
No.
come on.
the burnt
everything
ends
they have
cheesesteak
there.
is
All right, it's good. It's
Everything
good.
they have
It's
there.
good. It's good.
it.
Sausage and peppers. There's normally not a big line. Bull's barbecue can get a little crazy. Anything in that,
Because it's good.
That
Yeah,
pulled pork
yeah, but
sandwich. is
anything
good,
in the
man.
alley, anything in the alley takes you forever. I want to be in and out. I don't want to be bothered. So I,
I
go
don't think I've
sausage and
ever-
peppers.
I don't think I've ever waited in a line at Bulls barbecue
Really?
for
They
more than
move.
10
Be,
minutes.
And
you
they
get 10
move.
minutes. I'm not waiting in line at 10
Well, I
minutes.
guess-
We're at the game.
I guess baseball, it's 4 innings now.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
right. That's true. That's true. You used to have more time, but you can stand at the sausage and peppers place with no line. I'm going to go to a place that people want to go to. It's kind of like when you go to a restaurant and you see that there's a bunch of construction workers there with their hard hats on
Okay.
the counter. That's a good spot.
That's
You
gotta
know
be.
it's going to be good. That's how I feel
What's
about
this, the
Bulls barbecue.
50s? When's the last time you went to a place where there was construction workers with hard hats?
Someone-
Detroit.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I love it. We're acting up. A lot of fun here at the Philly show. We will still have special guests be joining us. Trust me. We still got some people that are come through.
This thing's a light too. Do you know that?
Bells.
Yeah.
This thing's a light.
Shout out to the whistle.
The whistle.
Blow the whistle.
Fox
Did you
Sports.
look up the farts and
Gilly,
wins
you
card?
want to talk about a character?
What happened?
Let's talk
yesterday?
about the interaction I had with Gilly last night.
All right, so
He
here's
is-
I'm happy you brought this up.
He is
Gilly,
a-
everybody should know him by
he is
now.
a
He was the
funny
crazy man that ran through, of course, with the Eagles when they won the Super Bowl. He's the Eagles caught wind of it, rode with him all throughout the course of the season. Essentially, it was like from week 6, week 7, and then once we got to around playoff time, the Eagles had him come in, drive his dune buggy, park it outside the Lynx steps,
He's
so
a man.
inside the complex by the Lynx. So when you would win, you'd come down and there's Gilly dancing to blow the whistle. It was, and the Eagles never lost.
Nah, it's awesome.
So it worked out every single week. Anyways, what's funny to me is Gilly was here yesterday signing team autographed helmets. Like,
People were hating on that, right?
were they hating on it?
A
There
little
was
bit.
some internet hate.
A little bit.
Oh, the internet hate is daily,
I didn't
minute
really
by minute. I just thought it was funny.
see. My
If-
only push. Yeah, no, it is funny.
If he's being
to
asked
the
to do it,
people-
you
to
do
the-
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at
They
the
asked them to pay. They paid
little
them to do it.
haha. But I think the funniest part, and I think we were talking about this earlier, the three of us, you, me, and Powers, were talking about the Gilly thing. And it's like, go back in like 15 years when you think about the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. What song are you going to think of?
Oh yeah.
And what character around the team are you? You're immediately going to go to Gilly.
I
And
agree.
like,
by the way, Too Short owes Gilly the bag.
Yeah, he
oh,
does.
big time.
Yeah, he does.
Big
By
time.
the way, also shout out to Short Dog for getting his flowers. I love to see somebody like Too Short getting some hype off that. That was
Yeah.
really cool.
You know?
And that was a fun moment. But to your point, Gilly the Kid backstage signing all these helmets. Is it deservingly so? Should his signature be there with AJ Brown's? Like,
Hey, look, if he's being asked to do it, he's
610.
being paid, then yes, absolutely. 610-632-0975. Taking your phone calls now.
Well,
Mikey
no,
Nix coming up later.
they're not anymore. But yeah. Oh, Gilly. There he is.
come on up.
Big old Will.
Here, I'll tag you in.
Will
Get
Helms.
in here, Wilhelms.
Wilhelm's in the building. Claims he still
Oh.
might be feeling it a little bit.
Wilhelms. Get in here.
Wilhelms.
Buster, thank you for coming through. There goes the microphone. That's all right. We're good.
That's Powers, not the stations. Get up here.
Get up here, man. Pull up a seat. Come on. How you feeling? You've been here
How
all
was
3
Barstool
days.
last night with Coop?
Good times.
You've been here all 3 days. You've been here all 3 days. You staying hydrated?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have to get another drink and
There you go.
hair the dog, right?
That's it. Will Helms, everybody loves him. You know him. He's on your favorite player's Instagram story.
If
Running
you don't
around
know
here.
him, Wilhelms, follow him. Also, the Jello shot guy at
Yeah,
the Ocean
baby.
Drive.
Summertime right around the corner, baby. Luke, keep it going here. Once again, we are live from a Philly Show. Check them out online, phillyshow.com. We got Cooper DeJean in the building right behind us. We'll be joined by collectors, vendors all throughout the course of the weekend. And again, we are from The Gambler. Just mixing it up, catching up everybody on what took place this weekend in the world of sports. Of course, first and foremost, this week, we will have conference tournament action for all
Yeah.
things college hoops. This upcoming Sunday on the 16th is Selection Sunday. March Madness, 1 week away. Will Helms, you better get your sleep in this week, man, because you're cooked next week. That's for sure. Businesses, of course, Thursday and Friday. We're going to be out and about, getting ready for all the games on Thursday and Friday once the brackets are put out there on Selection Sunday. And we will be talking about all of the matchups. So if you're looking to get a little advantage on the bracket, please stream us Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. Just find The Gambler on the iHeartRadio app. A lot of people watching us right now. Questions, comments, concerns, bring them in here as far as the chat is concerned. Now, March Madness, I don't know if you were able to see yesterday. I know you were here today, but Alabama.
Auburn, Alabama, OT, right?
Great game.
Yeah, did see. I caught the end
Game
of
winner.
that. Caught the end of that. I do have an Alabama future. I have Alabama, St. John's, and Houston. Those are my 3 tournament futures. Alabama was I think I got it like plus 900 at some point.
People are going to have
Um,
a big choice to make, and it's how far. 2 choices: how far you're going to have Duke going, how far you're going to have Auburn going.
We were talking with Sam yesterday, and Sam Osher is starting to inch more and more out on Duke.
Good.
And listen,
I don't want anybody stink on my Duke Blue Devils.
I can't sit here and say I've watched a lot of Duke basketball this year, but I know the guy that I want the Sixers to somehow find their way into.
Capture the flag? Yeah,
capture
right.
the flag. Hashtag capture the flag.
Good luck on that.
I did want to circle back too, because I mean, we talked about this a little bit earlier, but that number that Myles Garrett got this morning is just absolutely
breaking news.
It's insane. Myles Garrett, 4 years, around $160 million with 125 guaranteed, the highest non-paid quarterback in the history of the NFL. And I mean, granted, it's deserved. He's an unbelievable player. I believe multi-defensive player of the year. But is Myles Garrett the Mike Trout of the NFL?
And what does that mean as far as comparisons are concerned? Give me
Unbelievable player.
Yep.
Legend of the game.
See, because
at his peak, one of the best players to dominant, best, staying with the team.
There was a point when I was saying that Mike Trout could be the greatest player to ever play the game of baseball.
Well, yeah, correct.
I don't think I was ever saying that or thinking that
be
about
on
Myles
the
Garrett.
exact, same
but
level.
You're saying
but
the injury.
It's the guy. It's the.
What's up, man?
Get up here.
Not up here.
It's more the matter of staying with the team, has the chance to go to a better team, win a championship, but then you look at the number on the check and it jumps your eye a little bit.
Joining us on stage, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Where are you from?
So I'm out of Lancaster right now.
Lancaster.
Originally from Houston.
You a vendor, collector?
First time here.
First time here.
Yeah.
First name?
Jordan.
Jordan, you got anything on socials?
Yeah, MCG Photography.
Nice.
PA.
All right, let me go ahead and pull you up, man. One more time, we're gonna find Jordan all together. What
MCG underscore photography. Right there, first one.
Boom, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, got you right there, bro. Awesome. What is your thoughts about as far as the Philly show this weekend?
This is pretty wild. First time here. Brought my kid, and we're
right behind you.
Tagged along with some other people.
Nice.
This is wild.
What's up, dude? What's your
never
name?
thought it would have been.
What were you looking for? Anything specific while you were walking the aisles?
No, just
Any leagues, any teams, any players?
So being from Houston, shout out Houston, from the same town Jalen Hurts is.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Love it.
Just my kids looking for Astro stuff.
Nice.
So just checking all that stuff out.
You heartbroken over Bregman, or are you all right? More of an Atuvi guy?
My wife is.
Bregman was a stud.
I may have an Astro card.
She's more upset about Tucker.
Yeah.
That
I would
was
be
her.
more upset about Tucker too as well. You're right.
Right. Yeah.
Well, are the Astros going to take a step back now? Put your bias to the side, but people would say that they should take a step back this year due to the change. But one of our guys, our afternoon host on Saturday, said, no, that's not going to happen. He likes the people that are filling in. Your thoughts on the Astros this year, though?
I don't know. I'm very curious to see how Altuve can do out in left field and give Alvarez a break.
Okay.
I'm very nervous about Cam Smith because he's tearing it up in spring training right now.
Yep.
But I don't want him up so early. We just got report that Walker, who we just got as our first baseman, big upgrade. I met Singleton in Seattle, nice guy, but I wasn't a fan of his play. I think we have a chance at least to repeat in the West some more. I don't think Texas is going to be there. Maybe Seattle.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
I'm sick and tired of the Houston Astros. Well, like everybody else. No, I can't. Good luck to you on that one. And I'm sure that the Astros will be in the hunt again. It's a good operation down there. So we'll
as
see.
long as we don't get knocked out by Detroit or a Detroit-like team in the first round.
Wild. Yeah. Wild where that came from. What a great story to end the season last year. All right. As we're shutting things down here on day 3 from Philly Show, just give us a highlight. What stood out to you the most? I know you talked about how many people are here, but what did you see from a collector? Any unique experience or unique card that really caught your attention?
I think the biggest thing was just how opening the vendors are, how great they are to the kids.
Nice.
That was the big takeaway that I got. Is I didn't know what to expect coming here. So just seeing how the vendors are treating, the kids that are the next generation in this collection. They're not shying them away from anything, and they're not, scaring them away. They're willing to work with them and do that. And, there's a couple cards that my son saw that I wish we had the money to get because I know he would love it, and I know my wife would probably love it, Tucker cards. But, other than that, that's probably the big takeaway.
What's your son's name?
Nathan.
Nathan, get on over here on the microphone. Give us a little story from your perspective, man. What's happening, Nate? Big Astro fan, Nate in the house. All right, what do you got here? Do you got some? All right, I thought you had some cards in your hand. My fault.
I gave him a few Astros.
All right, nice.
That I had on the table.
All right. What else did you score, Nate? What are you looking for? What caught your attention out there in the aisles?
Maybe like the Pokemon cards.
Pokemon
Oh,
cards.
yeah.
Our guy Scott over there, Scoops. He was explaining the Pokemon deal to us. Yeah, big craze. A lot of cool cards coming up, being released right now.
Who's your favorite Astro?
My favorite Astro.
There's a lot to choose from, Luke. That's the issue.
See, it's loaded for him.
Yeah.
So it's loaded for him because he was a Springer fan.
Ah,
Yeah.
That hurt him whenever he went to Toronto.
And he was
Yeah.
probably a Bregman fan.
probably.
My wife was.
Okay. Yeah. They all are.
Boys, well, thank you very much for stopping by, man. And again, for the first one, this has been an awesome time for everybody to come on out here for the first one because, of course, with the Eagles, you got Chase Utley here on a Sunday. Cooper DeJean's been rocking, but it's been pretty cool for everybody just as far as whether you're a Philadelphia sports fan or just a sports fan in general. A lot of buzz here all week long at the Philly Show. Good to go. Thank you, Nate, for stopping by, guys. Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Once again, we're
If
live.
I find any more
Philly
Astros
Show.
cards, I'll
Yeah.
come find you. All right.
PhillyShow.com for the people that are watching on the stream. Check them out. See exactly what's going on as far as this weekend is concerned as they're wrapping things up. But shows to come. We're out here at Oaks, PA. And from last year, around December, I want to say, like I said, this year with what the Eagles were able to do, that's front and center. And it just took on a whole life of its own on Friday into Saturday, getting all those players here. Really cool. Shout out to Jordan from Spectre Art who had that
it was
deal.
Awesome.
Nick
art, man.
Sirianni was in the house on Friday with Big Dom.
Sirianni, Big Dom.
How
It
was
was the
Howie?
big
How was
trio.
Howie? I didn't get an opportunity to see
I
Howie
will
Roseman.
say, no more scar. No more scar. I don't know if that's, healing, maybe a little plastic surgery, whatever it is, but no more scar for Howie. No, he was great. He was here. His kids were here. He was awesome. He was awesome. Nick Sirianni was very inviting in the back. He was awesome. Not a single bad experience this weekend. It was all positive. I will say, interviewing Jordan Davis yesterday, he was one of the nicest humans I've ever met.
Jordan Davis
he,
in the
he
house?
he was like ripping his abs out live on camera. He was the man, man. He
Did you
was
say abs, ABS.
well, so he's been on the Peloton grind, he said, and he
Nice.
said as a joke that he now has a few abs growing in over here. So he was hilarious. Everyone, just all good experiences. It seems like everyone out in the crowd's been loving it all weekend. Any last second photo op for Cooper DeJean, apparently. You don't want to miss that if you paid for it.
No, I think
So-
we're going to be wrapping up here in just a couple minutes as well. Just a couple quick house notes here, if I could, to close up shop. First of all, PhillyShow.com. And again, they got the National that's coming up in August for everybody that's watching or listening out in Chicago. But even moving on, as we heard, there's card shows happening all around the Delaware Valley. Gentlemen joined us earlier talking about Cherry Hill coming up next. That's what I would like to say as far as
near me.
supporting, the of course, the hobby, supporting the industry, support the people that are making this happen from the vendor's perspective. Really cool energy and buzz all weekend long, but where this continues to go, that's what I think is important. So if you're in obviously the industry, or you're in the hobby and you see these spots pop up, whether it's a local card shop, because I know Topps does a lot of cool things, a lot of pop-up shops do some things, try and get down there and support. And of course, purchase a few items, take care of them, especially online as well, where you can. The mom and pops, everybody needs that help when you can get there. But a lot of people doing a lot of great work in this hobby, let's put it that way.
And it seems like the industry is only growing again too. It's awesome. And like the best part, and like we're up here, we're lucky because we have a nice view. We get a little overhead view, and it's awesome to see just all the kids out there, that they get to meet the guys that they watch on TV, and they get to get their cards, and they get to get things signed, and they get pictures. This is something that will never go anywhere. Like baseball cards and football cards, they will never go anywhere, because you can go to your local Target and you can buy a pack for $5 and you have a chance of hitting for awesome. But it's more we said earlier, it's more just about the experiences because we look at some of the nice cards like, oh, what can you get for that? But it's more about the experiences and the players that you love. And yeah, it's just been an awesome weekend.
All right, once again, broadcasting live here via our socials on The Gambler at Fox PHL Gambler. Luke Arcaini joining me here. Buster from Q102. Buster, you got any words? Final thoughts? Final thoughts. Last call. Nico Oso. Get on up. Go Birds. Simple. Q102's Buster Zone. You can catch him live Monday through Friday. Nico Oso in the evening. Nico, what up, man?
What's going on?
Philly
Fam?
show, superstar in the house. I'm telling you right now, this dude, like Cooper DeJean stock, only going north.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I'm actually happy that you saved me for last because I'm the least sports knowledgeable person probably in this.
That's all right. I actually wanted to talk to you about EDM and of course all that what's taking place down there in Miami.
I wanted to talk to you about my chess match later.
Hey, wait. He's got a video right now in his phone of what Cooper was doing last night.
I do.
Oh,
I do. So our buddy Cooper back there
Partying up?
was partying.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna spill the beans.
Yeah.
But here, check out this video. So I'm gonna. It's like no, but it was a good time.
Nice
Shout
work.
out to Vision, Barstool Sports. He was out there hanging out.
Nice.
Cooper's a man of the people. He's been here longer than us.
Yeah.
You know.
I want to get my dude on from Crackpelt. Yeah, come on over here, please, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Join us in the middle.
Good
Nico,
sports
great to
talk.
see you, man.
Go
Yeah,
Birds. Go
definitely want to
Go
get him on
Birds.
before we get out of here, of course.
Go Birds.
Nico Oso from Q102. You can catch him in the evening. Nice, dude. All right. Now, when we've been here a few times, of course, Crack Bell has been right across from us this whole time. Joining us right now. Dude, I apologize. Your first name? John. What's
up, John?
happening, man?
How are you?
Pull up a seat. Great to have you. Buster bought 2 shirts for me on Friday. Been kicking butt and taking names. Been seeing you all over the place, man.
Thank you.
And people can find you on Instagram.
Yeah.
What's the handle?
Crackbell_PHL.
That easy. How long you been in the game of merchandise and doing the card shows and then popping up anywhere and everywhere you could possibly be? How long you been doing this?
Well, in merchandising, I've been doing that since 2007.
Okay, man.
But I mainly print for other people.
Okay.
And then I wanted to do my own thing. So started this probably legitimately like 2012, 2013, but didn't really, put the pedal down till 2023.
Really?
Yeah.
So
that's-
post-pandemic.
Yeah, that's when we started doing live events. So-
Interesting. Dude, obviously what sets you apart is your graphics on the shirts, just a whole nother level to it. And everybody loves the Mr. Met. That's the best one, I'm sure. Is that your most popular one that you've been pushing throughout the course of the years?
Well, everything goes through its ebbs and flows.
Okay.
So certain times, certain designs do better.
Met series.
Push kills it a lot.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the decapitated shirt's pretty good.
Awesome, man. And of course, you've been here all weekend long. You were here
Yep.
at the last one. So the
Yep.
Philly show, take us through as far as what you felt different about this one than, of course, the one that took last year. Jalen Hurts being here on Friday was electric.
I mean, this whole thing being pretty green
Yeah.
has driven a lot of people here.
Yeah.
So I definitely think this had a lot more presence than December. And then, yeah, it's just been the best one so far for sure.
That's great to hear, man. From, of course, obviously the business side of things. That's great to hear. That's what I was
Yeah.
telling these guys. Now, I know you do a lot online. Everything can be found on your Instagram page.
Yeah, and then we'll have links to our site and everything through there.
How many stops or how many shops you setting up as far as shows are concerned throughout the course of a year?
Live events.
Yeah.
Last year I think we did 73.
Wow, man.
Yeah, a
And-
lot.
And a lot of
Yeah.
them aren't just single day stops. Like a couple of them are like 3-day, work.
yeah,
weeks.
yeah. There's a good handful that are 2 to 3 days,
Nice.
but there are a lot of single day events. But it could even be like pop ups in a bar or something like that or a brewery.
Sure.
So, and we always post about all our events. We try and do 2 months out at a time.
All right, folks.
Well, dude, like I said, we were here. I was like, man, I definitely wanted to get you on.
Real quick, we
obviously.
got Sidney Brown
Sidney
walking
Brown,
through the
nice.
crowd right here.
Great
Super Bowl
to see
champion Sidney Brown.
Super Bowl champ. It's great to see that. Dude, can't thank you enough for stopping by. Continued
Appreciate it.
success, man. And great to see you at the Philly show. And of course, we'll be back here in September. I'm sure you will as well.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Awesome, dude.
Thanks, man.
Nice meeting you.
Great to
You
see you,
too.
man. Thank you for stopping by on the stream. Awesome stuff. Crack Bell once again. those guys have been killing it on Instagram. And of course, as I said, Buster bought 2 shirts. We were looking at some stuff earlier today. Great designs, and that's what sets them apart. There are a lot of unique, great people out here, but you're talking about just, when you do something as good as that is, it's not just like, hey, like, you have to be a fan of the team. You have to know what's going on, attention to detail to come up with good designs.
No, it's not just your like resellers that have nothing to know about the team that just put like a font on a thing and put words on there.
Correct.
Like, there's thought behind it. There's art behind it. There's an immense amount of creativity behind it. They do awesome work. Yeah, they have a ton of shirts, hoodies, everything over there. It's been an awesome weekend. I think Sydney Brown is our last one of the day. It's been a great weekend down at the Philly show here with the Gambler. Everything. We've been live every single day. Friday, daily tickets. Yesterday, we were live. Videos backstage, all things here at the Philly show. It has been an awesome last 3 days here.
Luke, great job across the board. Shout out to Powers. Awesome job by Powers, of course, hooking us up. Thank you to everybody from the Philly show, behind the scenes, rolling out the red carpet for us and allowing us to get up on this stage, act crazy. And, we're just at the start of something special as a partnership. So we look forward to doing more. Once again, thank you to our sponsors, Gerhardt's, locally owned. Take care of any of your electronic appliances needs at Gerhardt's. You know where they're located at. They have them all over the Delaware Valley, and they are great sponsors with us here on The Gambler. Can't and would not be doing much without the folks over at Gerhardt's. So thank you very much. And all appliances locally owned. Go stop in those stores wherever you know where there is a Gerhardt's available. With that, also cruising, download the app. And essentially, it is just like AAA, but you don't need to pay for the membership. So no membership fees. Just download the app, have it ready to go on your phone just in case anything goes wrong when you're in your vehicle. Somebody will get to you within 20, 25 minutes. That easy, real easy to use, user-friendly app. And as I said, takes care of you as far as battery needs, flat tires, overall breakdown. Sometimes AAA will just be a little busy, man. A lot of people, a lot of things happen on the road.
A lot of people.
Have the Cruisin' app on your phone ready to go. And, of course, relax. Download the Cruisin' app. They will be there to take care of your needs. All right. Once again, live from Philly show. That will do it for us all weekend long. Can't thank Christy and company enough. Shout out to Mike Powers, Buster, Q102, Nico Oso, everybody that's joined the stream, vendors, fans, and alike players. Be sure to follow us on all things socials at Fox PHL Gambler. We will talk to you tomorrow live at 3 p.m.